You're listening to Power Stance Gaming Podcast, the number one podcast for gaming and hobby banter, with your hosts, Jacob, Greg, and Muddy.
The scene starts with three lawmasters hammering it down in Megway.
Yes.
Through Mega City 1.
I'm in the front, I take it.
And I'm in the back. And I'm the meat and a moron sandwich. Judge Greaves, ready for action.
Now, of course, on each of these bikes is a judge. Now, should we go around the table and quickly describe who these judges are? Let's start with you, Muddy.
Judge Greaves, 6'1", blue eyes, and tough as fuck. I don't take shit. So you break the law, you'll pay the sentence. And the sentence is death.
It's simple. Jacob.
Judge Bullock here. The constraints placed on judges don't necessarily leave them with the greatest lot in life. Sometimes it leaves them scarred. Sometimes the scars are on the inside. But a judge knows when to take an opportunity, and sometimes the best ticket out of here is a lawmaster and a lawgiver.
Right, look, I'm the bloody token chick here, all right? And I'm not going to do a female accent. It's just that's the way it's going to roll.
It's close enough, bro. Don't stress.
But I'm a smoking hot chick is what I am, with no anger issues whatsoever. And I'm bloody smart. Don't friggin' cross me,
You
right?
sound angry right now.
I'm not! Don't mess with me. I'm Judge Apples. That is my name.
It's a pretty good name, I feel. Oh, my God. Imagine seeing that on the badge. Apples.
Yeah, just right above the breast.
An apple a day keeps the doctor away.
Look, Greaves, all right? This is our first assignment together.
6'1", blue eyes.
I'm not going to take any of your crap, all right? I'm not going to take it.
Hey,
Not today.
I
Hey,
love
Judge,
'em.
how do you like these apples?
I love the feisty ones.
They're too little for me, Bullock. Prefer my apples big
So,
and green.
the
We're Power Stance Gaming Podcast. It's been a pleasure.
Oh my god, my head's gonna explode already. Oh, all right.
We're 5 seconds in as well.
Oh shit,
Okay.
it's getting hot in here.
So, the three judges,
Warning you.
they are heading towards Great Scott Plaza. Responding to a call about robots gone astray in the middle of the courtyard of the
You
plaza.
don't trust robots.
Apparently they're ransacking the place,
Of course they are.
battering people.
Battering
knocking down.
people.
It's bad news.
That's an offence.
Your patrol was the closest to the Great Scott Plaza.
We're ready.
And you are responding.
Ready and responding.
Let's get him.
Damn robots are gonna get justice.
After you, Greaves. Lead the way.
Let's go.
All right. So the lawmasters thunder down Megway, and soon enough they reach Great Scott Plaza.
With edge.
Now the Great Scott Plaza, it's in one of the more upper regions of the block, of the town rather. The plaza itself is actually positioned on top of a building, so you have to take elevators up to it because it's got an open skylight. It's very, very nice. You don't see too much in the way of street filth around this sort of part of town. You pull into the parking garage, and immediately all the surrounding people leap out of the way at the sight of three lawmasters pulling in. The sound of their engines just blast through the garage.
That's the sign of respect.
And you dismount, climb into the elevators, and the turbo lift zooms you up to the top floor where the plaza is. And the doors slide open, and you're immediately greeted by the sound of screaming, panicked people. What do you do?
Let's investigate.
All right. So you march across to the courtyard, and soon enough you see through the crowd of people that are sort of pressing around the outskirts. And
Get out of the way! Judge is coming through.
people part like the ocean.
That's right.
And soon enough, you get to the courtyard, and there is chaos in the courtyard of this place. There is what appear to be robots battering people, breaking things, knocking things over. There's a few people laying unconscious and bleeding on the ground. Well, you hope they're unconscious. They could also be dead. It's hard to say. Now, it doesn't take you long to quickly realise, though, as you get closer to the courtyard, they don't look like robots. In fact, they look like dudes dressed in shitty robot outfits. Cardboard, tinfoil, you name it.
Better not be Space Marines.
You know what they are? They're dead.
Oh, shit. All right, so they haven't really noticed you guys approach. Not until you call out or do such anyway. They're too busy kicking the shit out of people and breaking things. Just ransacking the place. Why they're dressed like robots, it's hard to say, but it's quite clearly they've got an agenda, but who knows what that is.
How many of them are there?
You're going to rough count, you'd say maybe 10 or 12?
Right. We kill 10. Hold one, ask him questions. If he doesn't answer, we kill the next one.
Luke's going to put a hand up and say, let's see if someone's running this show. Kaya, see anyone looks like in charge?
I'll get you to make a easy perception check for me.
You better get this, Bullock.
Now, there is...
I know you're on drugs.
There's a large crowd, and there's chaos everywhere, so add a setback dice for that as well. Oh, it's looking good.
Is that good? There's lots of explosions.
3 successes.
3 successes.
Boom. Nailed it.
You don't actually seem to notice anyone in charge, but rather you see the main strength of this group
Yep.
is in the plaza, in the courtyard of the plaza.
Okay.
But you do, with that check, as you glance around quickly, you do hear crashing and banging and shrieking and carrying on going on in the boutique stores surrounding the courtyard. So you suspect there's more in the various stores and other extremities of the plaza.
All right. Well, I'll relay what I see to these guys and defer to Greaves. What's a plan?
It's time to kick some ass.
I'm just going to put it out there, but if you guys just...
My name's Grievous and I'm pissed off.
No, listen to me. All right? I think you two take the courtyard. I just want to pop into the boutique stores and just sort it out. Nothing to do with the nice, attractive shoes over there and the lipstick that I need to get.
Look here, Apples. If we don't sort this situation out, there won't be a boutique.
I just want to pop over there. Just 2 minutes. Just let me go over there. 2 minutes.
She does this every time. It's lucky she's hot.
All right, you tell you what. All right, let's just sort these guys out and then we'll pop into boutique, all right?
That sounds like
All
a plan.
okay.
And get a sub. All right? I'm freaking hungry.
Oh, you notice this point as I flip a story point?
They haven't hurt the subway.
Oh, the
stop ever.
subway's actually burning.
Right. Let's go in. Weapons set to and exterminate.
All right. So you're not giving any announcements. You'll step in and start cracking skulls?
We're going in.
Awesome. Okay, so this point we'll slip into a initiative system as we go into a combat. Initiative works basically player, NPC, player, NPC. Until everyone's gone, then the round resets.
Okay.
Now, you can spend a story point to interrupt and go before an NPC after a PC is gone. So you could go PC, for example. The maximum that you could do, though, is 2 PCs or 2 NPCs in a row. So you can be somewhat strategic. And when you go on a turn, it's completely up to you. So one turn, you could go first, Muddy. Next turn,
Judge Apples.
Judge Apples go first. And yeah, it's...
All right.
Well, my character would just charge in.
Yeah, you get
You
stuck
I'm
in.
swinging.
Yeah.
So,
Get stuck in, boys.
all right. So
So-
basically... Sorry.
Is there still a swirling melee, citizens?
There's citizens
Bad
everywhere.
robots.
There's people caught up in the chaos, so
Yeah.
you have to be careful for collateral damage.
Can I flip a story point to get an announcement out
Sure,
over
absolutely.
the first? So as Graves goes charging into the fucking melee,
Yep.
I just want to put a. Did judges have like a loud hailer?
Yeah, absolutely.
Just shout out to something. Citizens disperse.
The judges are here to
MCPD.
dispense justice.
Yep. All right.
Nice.
Because you've done that,
Yep.
I will take away the upgrade that I was going to apply to checks when fighting these guys.
Ooh,
Yeah.
nice.
Because if you roll despair or enough threat, you could potentially kill civilians. So I'm going to say the civilians part enough, so the collateral damage will be at a minimum.
Minimize.
You'd have to go out of your way to really
Yep.
mess shit up.
Apples. Out of your way. All right.
Exactly. Now, as for the combat, the guys looking at the robots, they are essentially a swarm of dudes. They're coming from every direction. You have a feeling that if you kill one, two more are going to step into their place, sort of thing.
Yep.
So you essentially have to cull them with skill. You pick when it's your turn. You pick a skill you want to try and attack them with. It could be a physical weapon. It could be using your cunning or your intelligence or something like that. So long as you narratively describe it in a suitable way to that skill. And every success you get in your check, you reduce the mass of the horde of robot guys.
All right, I'm going with my theme.
Mhm.
I think mine would be discipline.
Yep.
Yeah.
So,
How does that work then?
well, discipline's more your self-discipline.
Yeah.
So if you want to try and coerce people and get them to run away,
What about just
It'll be coercion.
survival or social? Negotiation? No, coercion.
Coercion.
Oh, right. So it's these as well.
and that could be a blend of you.
But I could just use melee then, right?
You could. You do
That's
whatever you
three.
like.
Yeah.
That's good, right?
Just do whatever you think is the coolest.
Yeah.
Melee heavy.
Do something cool. Don't worry about
melee
stats.
heavy.
Melee heavy?
Yeah.
So now it's your turn. What you do, you describe what you're going to do. You have
Right.
about 5 seconds of screen time.
Am I hitting them with big battens or what?
You've got your chrome crushers.
Oh, I've got the chrome crushers. Yeah, that's good.
The big powered reinforced.
Grease is going in with the crushers.
So you're
Chrome crushers.
nice. So you're just going to
I'm swinging.
dive into the fray.
Yeah, I'm pissed.
Sweet.
I want a sub.
Awesome. Immediately, as soon as you get into the courtyard, as you're throwing your body into the mass of these guys, it alerts them. Obviously, the judge call out has really alerted them beforehand, but the reality of it sunk in for these guys that there's a judge in the middle of them now.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would.
So,
He's swinging.
what you want to do is roll a check using your brawl
Yep. All right.
brawl skill.
So it's 3 of these.
Mm-hmm.
Do I have to put any of these purple things in that you said before, like for the negatives? Or what?
I'm about to get to that. Get to that in a second.
Time to bring the pain.
Now, this goon squad.
Any defining sort of thing, other than they look like kind of like robots?
That's hard to say because they're all
Are they
dressed
gang,
up.
are they gang affiliated?
You're not sure. If you pause to have a think about it,
It's
perhaps.
it's too late for that question because you've just jumped into the middle of them and
Yeah.
swinging your fists.
Yeah, that's
We've sort of passed that point
Yeah, you're past the point of like
of asking
negotiation.
questions. Yeah.
Okay,
But anyway, you know,
so these thugs are easy to deal with. However, one of
Freaking apples.
their strengths is aggression and melee combat.
Oh, they want to fight.
So they're good at this.
All right.
So the difficulty of a check is increased from 1 purple dice to 2 purple dice when dealing with
3
these
to
guys.
2.
Yep. Now, one of those purple dice would have gone to a red dice if it wasn't for
Is red better or worse?
Red's bad. If Judge Bullock hadn't done the dispersal call.
No, I think he's cooped up on drugs.
All right. So you want to roll as many successes.
just doesn't want
here
to fight,
as you
does
can.
he?
Yeah, he's.
I'm mad for it.
Oh, that's looking good.
Is that pretty good? All right, I've got
So-
2 circly things.
Circling things cancel out the haircuts, the advantages.
Oh, okay. Well, I only got 1 haircut. But
Okay.
I've got 3 powers and some
A diamond failure.
Mercedes thing.
That's it, Mercedes. That's it.
Yeah.
So, okay, that cancels out one of the successes, the
All right, so that
Mercedes,
dice is gone. That means I
yep.
got 2 successes.
and 1 threat left over. Okay, so you've waded into these guys,
Yeah.
and you are just a tornado of
Mate, Subway is burning.
exactly.
I'm not happy.
He's not happy. So you just left, right, and center are just punching these guys down. They throw themselves at you, but
Yep.
you, with your chrome crushers, just
Yep.
slap them aside.
I am WWE'd out.
You absolutely.
I am suplexing.
Awesome. So you've done effectively. You've got 2 successes,
2.
Yeah.
2 points worth of
Robot
mass
dudes.
damage to them, essentially.
Yeah.
So you've culled a sufficient number of these guys, but
Yep.
they're still coming. You knock one down, 2 more take their place,
I was going to step up or what?
and they're screaming out in vocalized voices, like they got voice changes.
Yep.
So they're trying to sound like robots, essentially, but they're quite clearly not.
All right, Greaves, just step down, Sonny Jim.
Or you can't knock it off.
Let me sort this palaver out that you have bloody caused.
What are you going to do, Apples? Talk to him?
I'm going to rip out my my
you
my
can't.
scanner.
Well,
Yeah.
before you do that, it's their turn. Unless you want to spend a story point to interrupt.
Flip it.
Yeah, right. Let's flip
Doing
it.
it?
Let's give Mike more advantage,
get
shall
it.
we?
Thank you.
Yeah.
Now, you had a threat in your check, I believe. So, the next active player character is going to get a setback.
Oh, what? Greaves, you tosser. You know what I mean?
She's just so cranky all the
You
time.
bloody
isn't she?
big muscle monkey.
It's that lack of discipline that he's displaying.
you're
It's
hopeless.
really starting to tick you off a little tiny
I
bit.
can't stand crime.
You know what's doing? It's making me angry. It's making me more and more angry.
She'll She-Hulk out.
Yes. Right. Anyway,
What are
as
you going
I
to do,
was saying,
sweet Apples?
I'm going to rip out my handheld scanner.
Oh,
I'm going to scan the bad guys and check for any weaknesses.
I like that. Cool. So, are you looking to cull the crowd with this, or
Trying to see if there's a way we can like electrify them to stun them. So essentially, they're not going to get wiped out. They're just going to be knocked out.
okay? Tell you
going
what,
on about?
if you succeed, if it's with successes, it'll add to the mass damage, and that represents the fact that your advice and feedback you're giving to the players
Yep.
is going to effectively increase their. Well, for example,
Help me with my
Their lack
swinging.
of skill.
yeah, you call out, you detect them when you scanner, and you call out to Greaves where they are coming from, so he more effectively dispatches them.
Yep.
So essentially, it has the same effect as damaging them.
So
Yeah,
I'm doing
cool.
all the work again, and you're just kicking back at the boutique going, yeah, they're coming from over there.
Man, I want to get my
Watch
shoe.
out.
I want to get my shoes. So sort this out, quick, smart. All right.
I'm trying.
Right.
All right.
What analytical check? Big
So
Mike.
yeah, okay. So you want to be probably computers, or I'd say computers or perception. It's up to you.
Perception. I'm gonna
I
go
think computers is probably a better one.
computers. Yeah.
There you go. All right. So these guys, as I said before, their strengths are aggression and melee. So this is going to apply. This isn't going to apply here. Their weaknesses though are clever wits. This is definitely clever wits. So that's going to decrease the difficulty of this check. It's going to go from easy to simple. So no purple dice
Okay.
because
all
you're
right.
outwitting them essentially.
Yeah,
And
right.
their weakness is that.
Oh,
Okay, cool.
That is bollocks.
How good's that? Thing is, Greaves, you're just like them. You're a bloody dumb nut.
Getting paid by the
Don't
state.
forget to add one of these because of the threat that Greaves rolled before.
All right. Sweet. Here we go, boys.
Hey, Ion. You know what? No. I'll give you an up. We're going to flip a story point. As you're trying to scan, a bunch of the robot thugs see you and come running your way. So you get the difficulty increases or upgrades. You've got no difficulty at the moment, but it's just going to go to 1 purple now
All right. Okay.
because of that.
I can do this.
I knew there would be a purple.
Here we go. Ready, boys?
They're getting there somehow. Oh,
Oh, that's not good.
I've no idea.
all right. So the diamonds cancel out the stars.
Yep.
So you've gotten 1 diamond will cancel this one out and turn it into that essentially. Then you've got was it the dice you rolled?
Yep.
Yeah, that gets
there.
rid of the green one.
And they'll get rid of that one, leaving you as that as your net result.
Okay. So 2 wins and a loss.
2 wins and a loss. So you're going to do 2 more mass damage to this group.
Yes.
Bringing them to 4 mass damage.
Smashing them.
I already did that.
Yeah, but I did about violence.
However, with that threat, the way that your senior officer Greaves is responding is still grinding you.
Hear that?
You can have a
Senior
point.
officer.
Of strain damage. So you
sweet.
take 1 point of strain.
All right.
He's getting hurt by me.
Alrighty, so that leaves Bullock.
You cop it later.
You're grinding my gears,
Aren't
Greaves.
you going to go bad guys?
Oh yeah, my bad. The bad guy should do something. All right, who should
They
they
don't
go
need
for?
to. I mean, I can finish them off if you
Do
want.
it.
Well, you know what, they are a massive goon, so they're just going to go for everyone. So the first attack is going to be against you, Judge Greaves.
Bring it.
Now these guys do have a strength of combat, so they're going to be rolling 3 green dice.
Oh, a few purples. Come on.
Now they attack either brawl or melee. What skill do you want to oppose them with, essentially?
Oh, right up. So it's wait up. So what's better? Because there's that other.
Yellows
dice.
are better. A brawl, I think, is your better stat.
Yeah. So brawl. That's the yellow one. That
Yep.
little. Okay. Cool.
Cool.
Yeah. I'll go brawl.
Too easy. So
So I
brawl.
got 2 greens and a.
No, I
yellow.
roll this. It's all good.
Oh, you roll it.
Yep, yep, it's all good. So what's your how many yellow dice you got?
Oh. 1.
1 and 2 green.
Yeah. 2
So
green.
I basically do the complete opposite.
Oh, right. Okay. Yeah, this is gonna.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Watch me tally him up.
Yep.
Now, they currently do outnumber you, so I'm going to give them a boost dice.
Oh, that what? What? It's nothing. It's nothing. Watch me reverse it.
Okay.
I think you done. I think that's a reversal.
Boom.
I still don't know what these dice do, but I think it's a reversal.
Alrighty.
Oh no, he's done two.
So, Judge Greaves,
You played in a 3-month-long campaign.
as you are brawling with these guys,
Yep.
they manage to sort of swarm over you a little tiny bit, and they sink in a few fists. Take 7 damage.
Takes.
How you
Where's
do?
that?
You apply your soak. So you have a soak value in your character
Where's
sheet.
that? Where's that? Soak 5.
Yep. So you negate
So I
that
take
from your 2 damage.
All right.
So you count up.
Ah, wounds.
Yeah. So you go up to your threshold essentially.
All right.
You probably want to do it on the whiteboard. That way you can
Oh.
get rid of it as you need to.
Oh, was it? Oh, that wasn't like a total.
Oh, so
okay.
wounds and strain.
Wounds. I go to 11.
No, you don't go to 11 because you count up.
You go. Yeah, you're on 2.
Oh, huh?
If you
11
go
is
over your
maximum.
threshold,
Wounds is 13.
yeah, but you
yeah.
count up.
So 13 is your maximum.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah.
When you exceed 13, you're knocked out essentially.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. And they do have 2 advantages left over from that. And in fact, I'm going to spend those 2 advantages with a story point flip to basically
Not good. We're getting towed up.
they
here.
rally a little tiny bit,
But we've got all of that now.
and the mash damage goes down a little bit. So it goes down back to 3. Let's do it. Looks.
Damn it.
All right.
I reckon blast weapons.
Then the goons will focus on apples, I think.
Hey, what have I done? I've done nothing. I'm just
What
in
would
the
you
corner
would
here.
you would you like them to attack
I'm
your?
hard work.
Would you like them to attack your brawl or melee?
Either or.
It's both the
It
same.
makes no difference.
What's it, two green? Is it?
Bollocks.
Yes.
Now, because you have been sort of staying to the sideline, you haven't really been
bollocks.
drawing too much attention to yourself. I'll add 2 setback dice to their check.
What about bollocks?
Getting there. They are angry. They don't like you scanning things, apparently.
Bollocks hiding in the
Group of
toilet,
the
shooting
robots
up again.
see you, and they see you're feeding information to Greaves, and they shout out, "Get her!" in their robotic synthesized voices.
Damn it.
So
I feel like we're at Caboolture
Get
Station.
the strange non-male creature.
take 8 damage.
8 damage. Hey. What?
Take it,
Minus
apples.
your-
So what's my soak? Soak.
So your soak is
4.
4.
So 4.
What's yours?
4 wounds,
4
yeah.
wounds. Yep.
tough as you.
Alrighty. That's going to be their attack then on Bullock. Whereabouts you? What are you doing right now? You sort of staying
He's in the
side?
toilet
Me?
shooting up.
Well, I haven't done anything yet, so
All right. Well, so you haven't done anything yet.
Yeah.
You haven't drawn attention to yourself, so they're not going to attack you.
nice.
How is that? How does that work? You're in a bloody judge suit. Judge bloody
Yeah, but
uniform.
it's-
Well, I've got
Come
Judge
on.
Numbnuts running both of them trying to punch these robots. I've got
It's
you
true.
whipping out your computer. Just checking Tinder at the middle of a friggin' mission.
Hey, how you doing?
Bullock knows the plan is to charge in and get them, apparently. Was that it? Was that it, Graves? You're gonna get them?
I'm gonna get
Yeah.
Judge, jury, and executioners.
Yeah.
These.
However,
stand. Filth.
self-preservation is a quality that Bullock possesses. And instead of charging in with his
Half-cocked.
fists, I'm gonna dive behind a planter.
What?
So whereabouts in the plaza are you?
So imagine I'm still at the edge. If we've got out of the lift,
He's
Yep.
got the edge.
Numbnuts has run into the middle.
Yeah.
I imagine Apples is still standing by the lift, trying to get a match for the weekend.
All right. So chuck yourself down on the map.
Yep.
I'd say probably where you come in is probably beneath the skywalk. So just chuck yourself in the skywalk space, but you're below it.
Here I am.
Whilst these two will probably be in the courtyard. Yep. And you're still staying on the sidelines.
Yeah. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to
Should have brought your minis.
from the sidelines, just have get in a bit of cover and take a pot shot at the swarm running over Greaves at the moment.
You would take
trying
a
to pick
pot
off a few
shot.
of them.
Awesome. So you just don't behind the planter, as you said?
Yeah, yeah.
Yep. Perfect. Go for it.
Did your doctor give you that pot shot?
Tell you what, also because you have the advantage of sort of being attacking unaware, give yourself a boost dice as well to the attack.
What?
Give yourself a boost.
Now they are going to be their normal.
That's the last thing he
normal
needs.
rating, so difficulty with 2 purple.
He's already hopped up.
All right, here we go. And that's how you roll dice.
What?
No, there's lots of.
No, they're good, aren't they? Got a few haircuts.
There's some
there.
threats in there, but lots of successes.
I don't know.
So-
What's the black one for? Is that
Yeah, so 3 successes and 2 threats.
Nice. So basically, from the planter, you lay down fire with your lawgiver or your hand
Hand
cannons?
cannon.
Hand cannons. You going to kimbo off those things for the
No, not
cinematic
yet.
effect? Okay,
Not yet.
Not yet.
Some carefully aimed shots at the moment.
Perfect. Between you three doing what you're doing, the robot
They're out
goons,
They're out there.
the mass of them in the courtyard have been pretty much dispersed.
Yeah, 6-1.
They're either laying dead or dying, and any that aren't are sort of running away and shrinking out of sight. There is a lull as the robot goons are taken care of.
Oh, yeah. Goons 0, Judges 1. Yes.
That's 1 point for the law.
Well, as you're standing there victorious in your slaying of the perps, gunfire erupts, raining down on Judge Apples and Judge Greaves.
What?
From the skywalk that goes over the top of the courtyard is a number of goons. These guys aren't dressed in robot suits at all. They are wearing sort of paramilitary gear. They're trying to be professional, but you can tell in how they're stacking up, they're not at all. But nonetheless,
You see this look? Disdain.
well, they're opening fire with a variety
Picturing
of...
the classic Somali AK over their head pose.
Basically, that's what
Yeah.
they're doing. They are just raining down fire with automatic weapons. on
This
you
is
two
a
in the courtyard.
perfect morning.
Judge Apples, would you like to try and evade their fire using your coordination? Or would you like to try and hunker down and just resist it with your resilience?
I'm going to cartwheel my way out of this
Yeah, I
because
like it.
I'm so agile. It's not funny.
You're not
What's
going to
your-
lie down like
what's
a
your coordination?
Wookiee rug?
2 greens, 2 yellows, is it?
I'm gonna say yes, and then we'll work it out from there.
Oh, so broken.
What's, athletics, is it? No.
Coordination.
Oh,
You know,
coordination.
Greg gets the broken character.
Yeah, 2
Once again.
yellows, 2 greens.
He'll be lying down like a Wookiee rug in
I
those
feel
ones,
it's
don't worry.
50 gold overcosted.
Okay. However,
Judge Bullock, you play to your strengths, and
They
I'm
have
incredibly agile.
they have you dead to rights. So they're going to get boost dice for that.
Oh, they suck, these guys.
They also have the height advantage.
All I was doing was looking at the window, looking at those knee-high boots. Going, they look tasty.
But they are using inaccurate weapons. So that's going to be their pool.
There's about 10 dice here, and a lot of them aren't my dice.
They
None
are
of them
mostly
are
your dice.
Negative dice.
No, those negative dice are your dice. That's what this is their check. All right. You are providing those negative dice.
Just remember, I can do the splits really well.
You're cartwheeling the shit out of these shots.
That's good to know, Apples.
Greaves, I told you, back off.
However, is it good enough? That's a question. Ooh,
Ooh, indeed.
they do hit you. However, they get some threat there though.
It's a flesh wound. So.
Take
Shrug it off.
take 7 damage.
What? 7?
7.
7 more.
Shit, I'm near dead.
Why?
Shut up, Apples. You'd be used to
Oh, yeah.
bleeding.
Right. After this, if we go alive, I'm going to take you out the back and give you some, all right?
That's what I like to hear.
All right.
With
They
my
have
knife.
rolled 4 threat in total, though. I'm going to say with those 4 threat, where they're standing, they think they're in cover, but they're not in cover at all. The balcony for the skywalk is made of just glass. So any fire you put up there is going to get a free upgrade if you so choose.
Incendiary.
I'm just taking
That'll
one
work.
for the team.
Okay. Now they're attacking you because you're down there as well.
Incendiary.
Greaves, would you like to
Fire!
would you like to resist the gunfire by
Fire!
tumbling out of the way? Or
Set incendiary.
by tumbling out of the way? Or
You're going
resisting
down,
it?
Somali pirates.
I'm going to assume
Fire!
resist it. What's your resilience?
What?
What's your
I'm fucking firing.
what's your resilience?
I don't know. What's that?
It's a skill.
Is it?
Alphabetical order.
Where the fuck is it? Where is it?
But halfway down, right,
The skill
left-hand
list.
side.
Oh, I don't. PQ. Oh, 3.
Three
3 greens.
3 greens. I roll these. You're good.
Oh, okay.
Alrighty.
Yeah, 3 purple for you. Plot 3.
They're good at the shots.
Yeah.
Height advantage, dead to rights.
They're distracted by cartwheeling apples, though.
Do you know what the purple color means? Sexual frustration. Just saying.
It's theirs.
Just saying.
That's why they'll
Funny
shoot at
you should break it up,
first.
Greaves. Funny you should
All right,
bring it
Greaves. Take 8 damage.
8?
8 damage.
up. Play your soak.
That takes me up to 10. I'm nearly dead.
Soak. Put your soak.
Put your soak in there.
So was it 8?
Yep.
All right, so 3.
There you go.
So
You're not
3
quite nearly dead.
3 goes to 5.
Body armor does stuff, which is good. All right. However, there's a threat there. What I'm going to do with that threat? In the crossfire, they actually managed to kill one of their own men. So, well, they kill a handful of their own men as they tumble over the balcony and
knew
they're
that
pressed
would
to kill you. That's end of the round. It goes back to the top, and you guys have 4 story points to spend. PC, one PC first.
Come on, Bullock. Get in there. Sort this out.
Well,
So far, they're unaware of you because you're beneath.
I'm underneath them at
skywall.
the moment.
High X from beneath.
I think that's the way to go.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
like massive.
Yep.
Yep. So I just
High X.
gave the voice command, high X, to my lawgiver. I'll point it directly up. And I'll give the finger to apples as I pull the trigger.
Fucking don't do that. Makes me so angry.
Well, I'm going to say because you are using your wits in this situation, because you
Yeah.
are firing through the floor and they're not expecting it, they don't know you're there.
Yeah.
You're going to be targeting their weakness, which is wits. So the check is going to drop from average to easy.
What's that do?
It's basically just
Now, 'cause using high X,
auto
Yep.
win.
If you get 2 advantages, I want to say you can trigger the explosion and double the successes you roll.
What about my incendiary rounds? Didn't
Well,
they
when
do
you
anything?
use it, go for it. So
guns
far,
out
you're just
first.
punching them.
Oh, I thought I was in. I thought. Oh.
No advantages, but 4 successes.
That's plenty. The high X round punches the skywalk.
Yep.
Would you like to describe the carnage for us?
Oh, I can just imagine it's like a shower of dismembered body parts and masonry as this basically it comes tumbling down the sky all around me, needing to take cover from these poor paramilitary types that picked the wrong day to
Wannabes.
take some pot shots
like
at some judges.
Is that a wink to Grieve? Just saying like, yeah, that's how it's done.
Yeah, that's how
Did
it's
I
done,
see?
sir.
Yeah, I thought that was.
Have you
Yeah.
seen my chrome dusters?
Yeah.
Blood all over.
Who's meant to be my superior?
I also just saw him
Oh,
just
yeah.
high X some bad guys. Like, what have you done?
I've got my eye on you, bollocks.
Now, until you spend a story point and pull up a new magazine,
I know you're
Yeah.
shooting up.
utility pouch, you're out of high X.
Yeah, I'm out of it. That's fine. For now.
All right.
I have a feeling Apples and Graves are going to need all the story points they can get.
That's very true. Because you hear shouting and carrying on coming from Dickie's hardware store. From there, you see more of these paramilitary guys. However, they've made themselves ramshackle rocket launchers, tied together out of propane tanks and other hardware utilities.
I've got incendiary.
So do they.
Dang it, Bobby. Get the propane.
I'm going to take him out, boy.
Now, they've seen what you've done,
Yep.
and they're like, "Well, we don't want any of that."
Yep.
So they're going to fire their makeshift rocket launchers at you, Judge Bullock.
Excellent.
That's a
Now-
tad unfortunate, isn't it?
Would you like them to target your coordination as you try and leap out of the way of their incoming rockets, or try and hunker down and resist it with your resilience?
I think a cinematic leap out of the way as
Yep.
this explosion
Love
goes
it.
off in the background is definitely the way.
Awesome. So what's your coordination?
So that's 2 purple, 1 red on that.
2 purple,
Won't
1
be as
red.
pretty as me.
Excellent.
It won't do
Okay.
as pretty as me.
So their strength is
This should be
shooting.
pretty. I just need to not die, unlike poor apples over there.
All right, because they're using these rocket launchers. They are pretty makeshift, so
Yep.
setback dice for that. I said they have caught you by surprise.
Yep.
They boost dice for that. Okay, so similar principle to your high X. If I get 2 advantages and a successful shot, I will damage double the damage dealt.
Yep. Easy.
Lots of dice.
I don't think you have to worry about that.
Oh,
'cause I think it's a
no.
miss. So it's a miss though with a lot of advantages.
lot of advantages.
Holy shit! Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 advantages. So the rockets scream on by.
Yep.
You leap out of the way in a spectacular fashion as you are laying in the broken masonry from the bits and pieces of dead paramilitaries from above. You hear the rockets slam into the elevator banks you guys just came out of.
Oh shit! Yeah.
And there's also further screams as there was people trying to get out via those elevators. Just glance over your shoulder, Judge Bullock.
Yep.
And you immediately have a PTSD flashback.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I told you, bollocks. That's why I'm the superior
Take
officer.
2 strain.
Just future perps. That's all there were, which is future perps.
Always thinking of himself and not the law.
Okay, that's them.
Do you want to compare body counts right now?
How many civilians? How many civilians?
They still count.
Bollocks.
We're still counting them.
Now,
I'll take an ear off each of them.
as the ringing of the rockets and the explosion subsides, all 3 of you hear screaming.
What have you done this time, bollocks?
Screaming. It sounds like those screaming children.
Oh, he's hit a freaking kindergarten.
No. Yeah. Well, not quite. You guys know the layout of this place fairly well because you guys are familiar with this territory. On the upper floor is Winston's Arcade. Popular with the teenagers and youngsters.
Playing Street Fighter, I bet.
Yeah. Now you hear gunfire and screaming coming from up there as well. Unfortunately, you can't see Winston's Arcade because it is the floor above, essentially. And the skywalk that leads to it from the elevators is now laying in bits and pieces.
Bollocks, you're lucky I've got climbing gear.
Well, there's probably a way across the skywalk. It's just going to require a check, essentially,
Right.
as there's all rickety and bits and pieces of it.
Once again, I'm having to carry your ass, bollocks.
All right, so one of you guys can now go because the NPCs have acted.
Climbing gear. How do I do it?
It's going to be an athletics check.
Athletic check.
So, yeah,
So,
you just...
so you're going to ignore the guys with the rocket launchers to climb up and save some kids in the middle of a fight.
I'm fucking Rambo. That's not what I do. It
All
says,
right.
this
So
sheet
basically-
says that's what I'm supposed to do.
All right, getting to the top
Yeah.
is going to be essentially your turn.
My turn though, but these guys still get to do their thing, right?
Yeah, they get to do their thing. You don't have to make a check if you don't want to. You just get to the top.
I just do it.
Yep. You're just going to consume your turn, essentially. You got to
I'm
latch
gonna
on
get killed here.
You got to latch on the ropes. You got to climb up, find stable area to latch onto. By the time you get to the top, that's basically your scene done.
I'd do it. I would do it.
Yeah.
This guy would do it.
You're like stood up there,
Yeah.
save the kids.
He can't
Now-
help himself.
Yeah.
You do have a story point, so you could, as you get to the top.
And then I could act on the story. Point.
Well, no, you could implement a cool narrative thing. Maybe they don't see you immediately.
Yeah. They're too busy worried about bollocks.
Well, there's plenty of smoke
Yeah.
where the skywalk used
From where
to
the
be.
kids used to be.
Well, the kids are down below. Winston's Arcade's at the top,
Okay.
so it's all good. So you want to flip a story point? I can say they don't see you do the climb.
I'm flipping.
Yep,
Yeah.
done.
And then I'm climbing.
Cool. So you get to the top.
You're
I'm at the
Gonski.
top.
So you hunker down in the smoke. You get to the
Typical.
top.
Typical
It's just
alpha
like the
male.
movie.
Off you go.
That's what he does.
See you later. Yeah, right.
Yeah, yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, that's going to be the NPC.
All about you.
Just like Dredd.
It's all about you.
There's further screaming
So it's like a
and
Marvel.
gunfire. You see through the smoke that you're in. You see flashes coming from Winston's Arcade.
Okay.
All right. Back to PCs.
I just hope the cuddly toy machine wasn't damaged because I love those cuddly toys.
I think they were. I've got a feeling.
Better not be. I really would want to walk home tonight with a teddy bear.
Apples, can you do something about the dudes with the propane rocket launchers?
Oh yeah. Okay. Hang on. I was too busy thinking about shopping.
In shoes.
Yeah. Right. So these rocket dudes. So there's a few of them, isn't there?
Yeah, there's the whole front of Dickie's Hardware is just,
And there's no
Crest
civilians
them.
around. It's just them. They're just bad dudes.
Yep.
Time to high X.
I like that
use my
you've
shot.
thought about the civilians first.
Yeah. That's what you do.
Good to check.
That's what we do. We're the good guys.
Bloody bollocks.
So,
Yep.
same principles before.
High
If you
X.
roll a successful check with 2 advantages, you double the successes you roll.
All right. Got to be easy. All right. And I'm the shooter. So light range.
Yep. So they are of average difficulty. Now, this is not targeting any of their weaknesses, nor is it targeting any of their strengths. So it's just going to be 2 purple.
You
dice.
gotta let him.
Two purple.
You gotta let him win, or he'll give,
Now,
he'll give it a shit.
they
review.
have gotten themselves into cover. They are somewhat intelligent in that regard. So
What?
you have a setback dice because of that.
It's high X though. A high X is just going to ignore cover, surely.
Yeah, but you can
Just hit with it first.
However, you can spend time to aim if you like.
Nah, I'm just want to. I'm
If
going
you
to
just aim, give you boost dice.
Yep, I'm going to
There
aim.
you go.
More dice, the better.
Go for it.
Come on.
Thanks, bro.
What does that
that's
mean?
looking
What does that
good.
mean?
Okay, so you've gotten
What did
well,
the Sadie one
these
do?
ones cancel.
Yep.
That one cancels.
No.
This one cancels. But you are successful with 1 advantage.
Yes, get in.
It's not 2 advantages that you did require to do the double damage. However, if you spend a story point, I would say you probably do a little bit of extra damage and treat that one advantage as two?
Yeah, I'm gonna go roll with spend story point.
Yep.
And what I did was, when I shot, I didn't hit them. I hit the top of the store.
Yep.
And the whole front collapsed on top of them.
So done some bit extra damage from that.
Yeah.
Love it. Cool.
Yeah.
All right, so effectively you would have done 1 damage normally. With that flip, with the high X, you've done 2 damage to their mass. So a bunch of them are crushed from the falling ceiling. But there's still enough of them with propane tank rocket launchers to be a hazard.
Damn it.
Where am I?
You are basically climbed into that corner there. Yeah. Alrighty, so I think that leaves us with Bullock.
All right, so I'm in a bit of a PTSD flashback on the floor, rocking back and forth.
We've seen all those pours of you. Now the smoke's clearing, you can just see the carnage.
Yeah.
There is just women and children just in bits.
Yep.
There's a few clutching, blasted limbs, crying out for help, for a judge to help them.
Uh-huh.
Put
Yep.
them out of their misery.
Ignore them.
But you know, if you just sit here, there's going to be more propane missiles flying this way.
Yeah. What I might do is I might try and relocate somewhere that's not, in the line of fire of the propane rockets.
Sure.
But what I might do before that is have a bit of scramble around on the ground amidst the limbs and corpses of the paramilitary that fell from the skywalk. I just want to check if there's anything that gives us a clue about who they are, what's going on.
Sure. You can save a story point, you can find something.
All right, yeah. So we'll flip that and
Okay. You find an arm,
yep.
and on that arm is a tattoo.
Okay.
It's a tattoo of an hourglass
I knew it was a club.
An hourglass.
Oh, I knew it was a game.
with an infinity symbol below
Yep.
it. Now, you recognize that straight away.
Uh-huh.
There's desperate rustling of paper.
Where is it? Where is
They are the past reclaimers.
The past reclaimers.
That was them. Yes. I knew it.
Now, you
They
know
had
they
a
are
stink about it.
they are a cult
Yep.
who believe essentially that they are from the future and that judges and the law and everything about society today can be changed by traveling back into the past and rebooting it all. And they think they have an infinite number of chances to do this because time travel.
Okay.
And they believe judges are nothing but robots designed to oppress the people.
Okay.
It's time to reboot them.
But usually they're not so organised like this. This is unusual.
Okay.
Ooh. Big
Someone,
boss.
someone's helping them.
All
And I knew it. I knew it.
Well, I'm going to relay this information to the other judges as I basically scrabble and find some hardcover somewhere to
I'm raging.
get out of line
Starting
sight.
to rage.
So you press into hardcover.
Yep.
If they try and attack you, they have a hell of a time doing it.
Yep.
All right, sweet. You're last. I believe that's back to the top.
They took out Bison. I'll never forget it.
But you know what? I'm going to spend a story point, my GM story point. I'm going to have the propane NPCs act first.
Nice. Not.
They spend their turn reloading their propanes. But they do hunker down into cover. So if you do attack them, it's going to be 2 setback dice.
Right.
2 back dice added to the check.
They're clever, these
Hardly.
little bloody...
They have some training. They're not terrible.
Yeah.
Now that goes back to NPCs. PC, sorry.
Let's push on.
Yeah, you go, Greaves. Go.
Gunfire continues from inside the arcade.
Watch out for the cuddly toy machines. I'm just reminding you.
I will go. No one's seen me at this point, right?
No, you're in the smoke. You flip that
Okay.
story point from before.
I will go up
Yep.
and survey the scene, see what I can see through the smoke.
Okay.
Before I make any actual action.
You see basically the same paramilitary guys just going from machine to machine, or sorry, arcade machine to group where there might be civilians. They're just coldly executing them.
How many of them are there?
It's hard to keep count just because all the machines and line of sight are obscured, but you count maybe half a dozen. It's hard to tell. They disappear in and out of the smoke behind the machines and the flashes of gunfire. It's quite clear evident they have no idea you're here.
Yep.
They're probably thinking that the judges are suppressed on the below floor.
I'm going to sneak in there with a quiet weapon. If I've got a quiet weapon, like a knife or something,
I reckon the Chrome Crushers are pretty quiet.
they're pretty quiet. All right. I'm going to sneak in and basically take my time just trying to clock them.
Breaking necks.
Hey, how'd it go for you last time?
Yeah, but this time I'm not charging into a group that's seen me. I'm sneaking
Yeah.
around, waiting for my moment.
Boom.
So this check will
Look at that.
require stealth.
Yep. All right.
He's
so-
learning.
Cool.
He's learned.
Or
robot is learning.
even skullduggery. It's up to you.
What was that? Sorry.
You can either use cool,
Cool. Yeah.
stealth, or skullduggery.
Oh, cool. I like cool. That's got these ones, the yellow ones, two
Yep.
yellows and a green.
Cool. All right.
It's
Now, because
smoke.
they are totally unaware of you.
Yep. Bonus.
I'll give you a boost dice as well.
That's a blue one?
Yellow one. Yep.
Yep.
And because the arcade is quite dark, I'll give you another boost dice as well.
Fuck, I've got
Now,
Fuck, that's just such an iconic sort of thing with the judge just silently moving, shadow to shadow, snapping necks. Fuck,
excellent.
yeah.
now
That's why they call me Grease.
their weakness is wits.
Because I put them in the
Now
ground.
you are using
No,
wits right
graves.
now to outsmart them.
Yep.
It's going to decrease the difficulty of this attack, changing from 2 purple to 1 purple.
Ooh. Okay. So I roll all this, or
You roll all
Yep.
that. Oh, look at that.
Oh, yes.
Is that good?
A little bit.
I didn't get any of the other ones. So
No
that's
failures,
good, right?
which is good, yeah.
So I got their advantages, right?
Yep.
So 3 advantages and 2 powers.
2 power. So you go around and you break necks like there's no tomorrow.
Breaking necks. They took our bison, I'll never forget.
How many successes you got? 2 successes?
Yeah, 2
Yep.
successes.
So there is maybe 6 or 7 bodies laying around in various places in the arcade.
Yep.
As you just move from shadow to shadow, breaking the necks, killing these guys. You tear a few esophaguses out.
Yeah.
It's full on. It's very Rambo. You have 3 advantages. So what's something advantageous that happens in this scene that'll help you or the people or add to the narrative
I
somehow?
pulled
in your
one of their
favor?
hearts out.
Okay.
While it's still beating.
All right.
No, I'll check them for any info that might be on their persons and whatnot as well.
You overhear 2 of them talking.
Any passes or anything. Ooh.
You overhear 2 of them talking and just sneaking around.
Yep.
Basically, they're discussing how that the attacks on the judges are going well across Mega City 1.
Oh, it's
You
coordinated.
pick up that this is, indeed coordinated. There is attacks going everywhere. And someone even mentioned something about a plane.
Plane.
They say the plane is inbound. That's all they mention.
So either someone's coming in or someone's leaving.
Now, you can, if you wanted to, in your next turn, interrogate one of these guys.
Interrogate.
That's what I do best.
That's your turn. And next NPC, I believe. The guys in the arcade, they're going to do a check to see if they notice you.
Yep.
It's going to be passive, so it's going to be using their vigilance. Now,
So
they're
I
weak.
use my stealth.
It's going to. What did you use to roll the check?
It was cool, wasn't
It's
it?
cool.
Yeah.
It's probably going to be stealth to try and probably your stealth to try and spot you.
So
I'd
2
say.
green. 2 greens.
2 greens, all right.
Yep.
The difficulty for their check is going to be that. 2 purple.
Yep.
This is they normally roll 2 green dice, but
Yep.
because wits is their weakness,
Yep.
drops to that. Now, I say you have been keeping to the shadows, you have been quite stealthy.
Yep.
So I'm also going to give them setback dice. Yes. They fail. And in fact, with their threat they've rolled, I'm going to give you a boost dice to any check you make when you're in this scene. Because they've gotten themselves into a
So I
situation.
get a bonus when I do my next
Correct, yeah.
activation. Okay.
You've put yourself in a situation where you're almost controlling the scene now.
You hear that,
They haven't,
bollocks?
they haven't noticed the members have been dropping off. That's all the NPCs done. So it leaves, I believe, just apples. Because you went last. For
I
this
went
turn.
last time.
So you got Bullock and
I'm
apples.
going to jump in now, Apples. What I'm going to do is I'm going to try and pull myself together a little
Get
bit.
it together, bollocks.
And seeing that you are hunkered down after busting out of the rocket launcher range, I'm just going to advance to your position with the hand cannons out,
Nice.
putting down some covering fire. So the
To
perps in the hardware store keep their head down, ready for you
Oh, nice.
to go.
Awesome.
Covering fire.
Love it. All right. So because you're using 2 pistols,
Yep.
I'm going to say the difficulty is increased by 1. However, 2 advantages, double your damage, double the
Yep.
number of successes you roll. Now, it's going to be 2 purple normally. It's going to go to 3. They are in cover though, so 2 setback dice.
Holy shit.
Did you want to aim?
Yeah, so I'm not really aiming to take them out. I'm just trying to get keep their heads
Keep
down.
them
Yeah. Effectively, it's got the same effect by
Yeah.
affecting their mass because you're suppressing them or culling them when
Yeah.
you can.
Well, no, because I'm moving position. I'm just gonna fire it on the move.
Blast on
Off
the
we go.
move.
Yeah.
You know, because that's so cool. You have boost dice. Try to help. It's a good roll though.
So that's 3 successes and 3 threats.
That combined with the damage that Apples had done by collapsing the roof, the high X, you managed to actually whittle these guys down to a point that any remaining are completely suppressed to the point that they don't want to fight.
Nice. Nice.
Or retreat
how
back
you
into
do it,
this
Apples.
hardware, saying, run away, regroup. They're essentially out of it. So that goon squad is gone.
Nice one.
Get upstairs.
Now there is just almost an eerie silence fills the place, broken up by the agonised cries of wounded people and the occasional
Sorry.
gunfire coming from the arcade. Well, it's not just the people from the rocket; it's the other people that these guys had hurt before you guys showed up. But yeah, there's occasional gunfire coming from the arcade still.
Okay, nice.
Apples.
Excuse me. Just bear with me 1 minute.
Sure.
I'm just going to pop into food court and just quickly pick up some of chili,
All right.
which is, I don't know if you've heard of it, but Great Scott chili is actually the best chili. Some would say almost lethal chili
Right.
in Mega City 1. So I'm just going to pick some of that up just for later,
Just in case.
just in case.
All right,
Just
so
gonna put it in my utility belt and just store it just
All
in
right.
then.
So you got some chili.
I
This
got,
is why
I
you
got
don't play
lethal
with
chili.
fanboys.
I've got lethal chili.
Love it. Cool.
Get your ass up here, Apples.
I'll do what I want when I want. Thank you very much.
All right, that brings us back to the top. PC first.
How many are left now?
You count maybe 8 or a dozen.
How long are you guys going to be fuck assing around?
Just grab one and make him talk.
There's no
I'm
perfect
good at
opportunity.
interrogating. Yeah, let's go with the interrogation route.
Sure.
I'll grab one, interrogate, and I'll use that boosted fucking whatever.
Yep. So you're interrogating basically to gain information in this case? Opposed
Yep,
to
and
hurt
find
the
out
hurt?
what the plane basically meant and
Sure.
how many people they've got.
Yep.
Would be a good fucking start.
No worries. Go nuts. So the difficulty in this one's going to be...
Am I doing cool again, or am I
it's going to
doing
be coercion.
coercion?
Yep.
All right.
Now,
You should be good at this.
their weakness
where's
is
that?
wits and courage.
See.
So it's going to be
Coercion,
against 1 purple dice.
All right. So I get 1 purple,
Yep.
1 of that, and then I got 2 yellows and a green.
Yep. And don't forget the boost dice from last
Yep.
thing.
Boost,
Yep.
2
Sweet.
yellows, a green, and a purple.
Go for it. That's a check.
Smash it. Come on, Greaves. Smash it.
Where were you?
All right, we go. That's pretty
That's
You nailed it.
a really good roll. Yeah.
good. So there. That's
You-
all this good stuff, right?
It's 3 and 3.
You
Yeah.
Batman from the shadows and grab a guy.
I am the Dark Knight called Grievous, and you will tell me everything I want to know.
This dude, you feel something trickling on your boots.
He was there that night, wasn't he? He was there.
Yeah, maybe. He will basically tell you whatever you need to know.
Of course he will. I'm still going to throw him over the balcony.
I'm assuming you have your chrome crushers wrapped around his throat and squeezing. Yeah, love it. So what do you want to ask him?
What we want to know, guys?
Well, you got him by the throat, not
Who's
us.
his boss? Or what's the
What?
plan? Oh, what's the plan?
What's the plan? How many you got?
No, plan. Plan,
Yeah,
not
I'm
plan.
getting to that. I'm getting to that. I've got him, but he's going to tell me everything.
Gotcha.
All right, so I guess who they are,
Yep.
why they're doing what they're doing, how many there are on it, I guess, and what
Sure.
the plane is, where we're going, yada yada.
So
Squeal like a
to
pig,
summarise-
Yeah. He's going to have to tell us the whole story now, right?
Oh, I'm not the information I want to tell you, yeah. No, he says, listen, we're the pass reclaimers. We've been, this whole thing has been organised. Multiple attacks across the city. All you judges.
By who?
I don't know.
Tell me!
I'm not obliged to information, man. They don't tell us everything. Just to organise these strikes. But listen, I tell you one thing. I don't know for certain. There's a plane, hijacked plane. It's inbound.
Who's on it?
Well, it's a matter of what's on it.
What's on it?
It's nuclear, toxic waste.
It's always nuclear. It's always nuclear.
Well, it's just toxic shit. Everything. It's a big dirty bomb. It's inbound for he sort of swallows hard as you crushing his throat.
Yeah,
a
I'm
little bit
crushing.
more. He says it's inbound for the judge cloning facility.
Holy shit. I don't know what that is, but that sounds bad.
Essentially, a judge cloning facility is where clone judges are produced.
We got clone judge.
Dredd,
Yeah.
for example, is a clone.
Dread's a clone.
Is he?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
It's a bit of a secret though.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not widely known.
So he's basically told that he doesn't.
Why a clone?
No, you wouldn't be a clone by your age.
All right.
Yeah.
Do I like the clones?
It's up to you to decide.
He's fucking bollocks, a clone.
No, because by your ages, none of these would be clones unless you want to be clones and just lie about your age. That's also an option too. But clones are generally more,
Like apples.
well, they're more like Dredd. They're more
I am not a clone.
pure in their, a little bit less human, essentially.
Yeah.
They're
Like
bred for this
Vulcans,
role.
almost like Vulcans in Star
Yeah,
Trek.
that's a good way of
Yeah.
representing them. But you can tell from this guy, he's told you everything he knows, but they're quite clearly working on a need-to-know basis. He can't tell you who's in charge or who's organised exactly. Do you break his neck or do you crush his throat?
I actually want to throw him over the balcony.
Sure, you can do that.
Has he got any of that stuff? What's the gas?
The slow-mo.
Slow-mo.
You're gonna shove it in his
These
throat.
guys probably wouldn't be slow-mo fanatics unless you flip a story point.
No, don't flip a
flip a
story.
story
Don't
point
flip a
with
story
that.
point.
Can I at least throw him over the balcony?
Yeah, of course
Yeah,
you
go
can.
nuts. Yeah.
With stealth. With
That's cool.
stealth.
Yeah, you
You
I'd
stealthy
say you've
throw him over the
grabbed
balcony.
him. You've grabbed him and dragged him.
Yeah,
back
I've dragged
through
him
the smoke-
out of the
into
shop,
smoke near the balcony.
And I've got him around
Yeah.
the corner.
Right, yeah, he's over.
Yeah. You guys hear a guy scream briefly before he just hits the ground, explodes like a
Now,
melon.
I'm trying to get him to throw him where the other guys were bunkered down, so that if there's any opportunity for them to maybe pop their heads up, they see their mate
Well,
explode
that's a
in
really,
front of them.
really big throw across the courtyard. So
I'm 6'1" with blue eyes.
yeah, it's probably not going to be that big of a throw. More, they definitely, any guys who are surviving with those from that group, definitely see their friend explode onto the
He
nation
might be
below.
rebooted.
So that's it. So you just now it's a matter of just dealing with those few that's in the arcade, and this place is essentially what you think would be secure.
Can we flip a story point that while this integration is going on, that Apples and I have made our way
Yeah,
up?
absolutely.
That's
Sure.
a good point.
Won't flip a story point with that. You say you guys have managed to make your way up to the arcade.
Yep.
That's why you're
Enough time has
second in
passed.
command over that frickin' apples.
So Apples and
Having heard
Bullock
diversity?
are now outside the arcade.
Yep.
Assume you've basically snuck up, so you're not going to be openly revealing yourselves straight away to these guys inside. Yep, sweet.
There's a program now in the Judges Academy where females now become commanding officers. So just watch your bloody tongue, Greaves, because I'll have you, all right?
The
I'll
judges
friggin'
have
sort you
quotas.
out.
You know
Diversity,
what happens?
pal.
You know what happens if I throw you over the balcony, apples? Nothing.
At this point, Bullock's looking at Apples going, go on, you first. Equality, diversity. In you go.
There's gunfire inside. You hear some more screams.
That's not very gentlemanly.
I believe that a
Bullock?
female judge can do everything a male judge can.
So bring it.
I'll Rochambeau you for it.
All right, so you're all up there.
Yep.
All right.
In you go, Apples.
So you guys
Well, actually,
are
no.
up there.
You know what? It's their turn. And they're going to do a check to see if they even notice.
That the other two squeezes have turned up.
Exactly. So,
Apples, you're not renowned for being
3.
quiet.
for stealth, what's yours? Yours is huge.
Oh, is it?
Yep.
So we'll go the lower out of you two.
Yeah.
Oh, what? What are you on? Stealth?
I got four
two
four
green.
diamonds.
I got 4.
Yeah. I'm
What's yours?
3.
I'm the fucking unstealthiest motherfucker here.
You are the big brute, so it
I am
makes sense.
6'1".
You're Dolph Lundgren.
I am 6'1" with blue eyes.
Yeah, they don't notice. In fact, they are so enthralled in their murdering that you guys will get both of you guys will get a free upgrade to your check.
All right. Well, let's go in simultaneous, hey?
Yeah.
Yep.
Bust a door in like Wild West.
Are you
That's
style.
it. I'll go
Cannons
left, you
blazing?
go right. Guns out.
I'm like this.
Yep.
Yep.
Well, that's really good for the podcast. What did you just do?
I was doing the stealth, showing them the direction where the robot guys are.
Once we kick this door in, this stealth is not going to be an option anymore.
No, I know that.
Well,
but
these
you
guys,
know,
these
you
guys,
know where
these
you're
guys
going.
aren't the robot guys. These
Oh, well,
guys,
these are paramilitary still. Yeah.
Paramilitary guys.
Yep.
You're starting to feel the robot guys were a distraction to get you guys here, the bait to lure them in, because judges respond quickly to robot riots.
All right. Does that happen in the comics, does it?
Everything happens to comics.
Okay.
You name it,
So,
it's happened
yeah.
in the comics. This has probably happened in the comics.
Yeah. Yeah. Yep. Cool.
Holy shit.
Any setbacks on this?
What are you basically using a surprise attack on them?
Yep.
So it's against their wits and which they're not
not
set
very
for.
good at, yep.
So 1 purple difficulty.
1 purple.
And the free upgrade, don't forget.
Yep.
Go
Blue.
for it.
Sweet. Both run at the same time? Or are we like both doing it at the same time? Yeah.
Left.
Yeah.
Bollocks, you
do
go
it.
right.
Oh, shit.
Smashed it.
yeah.
I think they're well dead.
Yep. Yep.
Lots of haircuts. Lots of explosions.
All right.
Not for me. I break even. Yeah.
Fucking bollocks.
Well, apples. She takes the lead, and
That's what you wanted.
Yeah, diversity.
It's what I'm good
I
at.
reckon I go right and there's just no one there.
there's just guys with broken necks.
There's the big Game Hunter console and Daytona. I'm like, oh, well, there's no one. All right. Let's just put $2 in and go nuts.
However, apples with cool cold precision, you sweep the rest of the arcade, and you basically step up behind one guy after the other, and just put a round in the back of their heads.
Yes, love it.
And you time your shots with the shot gunfire they're making. So as you work your way through them, they don't realise that there's someone else in the room killing them until the very last guy.
Huh? Just saying.
You'll be lying down like a rug in no time. Don't worry.
And by the way, after I'm finished, I just polish my boots.
How many advantages did you get? Hey,
What are they? The
Buckets
haircuts? They're the haircuts. Yeah. 5.
yeah, okay. With those 5 advantages, you do it in such a cool, precise way, both of you, by sliding in together, you'll even recover a story point.
Nice.
You're listening to Power Stance Gaming Podcast. And now, this.
In summary of the scene, all the goons, as far as you can tell, are dispatched,
Dealt with by the
dealt with,
law.
or have fled. You still hear the occasional like rummaging and knocking around, like there is people still about, but they're currently not a threat. So the site will have to be secured before you can move on, basically. But you did catch wind of that plane, and that guy said that plane is inbound, meaning that it's in flight.
We need to move
right now. So what I advise doing here is radioing control and getting them to do a check to see if there's any rogue planes coming up on any radars, and they can then give you information back regarding that.
Apples.
Yep.
Apples, get
You
on
got
it.
your phone out.
Yep, I'll get the
millennial.
old scanner out.
Get your
and
Tinder
onto
out.
it. Hey, Greaves, just back off, all right? All right? Don't start. All right, get the scanner out, and let's
So radioing control.
get to control.
This is control for Judge Apples. Please go ahead.
Hey, got word of like a hijack plane. Anything on your radar that looks a bit dodge?
Please hold. And the operator on control puts you on hold for a few moments. Your comm crackles as they come back. Judge Apples, yes, we have picked up. We are receiving reports of a off-course plane heading north through Mega City 1, flying low, and their flight path is descending.
That's
And the flight control, not flight control, sorry, the control operator gives you essentially a flight path coordinates, which you could use to triangulate with and see where it's going precisely and where it's going to be in relation to where you guys are now.
We've got intel that they're heading for the clone center.
yep.
Relay that.
Yep. So control, we've got intel that this plane is full of nuclear waste, dirty bomb that's cruising in. It's aiming for the clone center. Can you send some H wagons to intercept?
Negative, Judge Apples. All units are currently responding to
Other
assaults across the city, and if there is a dirty bomb, that aircraft will need to be
Neutralized.
what's what I'm looking for? Edit this out. You take control of something. Reacquired? No.
Infiltrated. Let's infiltrate it.
The aircraft will need to be seized and its flight path deviated from Mega City 1. And there's a pause, another pause, and the control operator then says, Intel suggests that if the aircraft is loaded with as much waste material as you say, the death toll will be in the thousands, if not millions.
Send through coordinates of expected flight path.
Yeah.
Yep, they patch that through straight to Apple's right now. Like it's already pinging on.
All right,
your
where's that in
device.
reference to where we are?
All right. So essentially, what we're going to do here is a little series of montages as you guys now have to race the clock because that plane is flying across Mega City 1. It's not
And low.
approaching Mega City 1. It's in Mega City
It's
1.
in the boundary.
But Mega City 1 is obviously massive.
Yep.
So it's going to be a little while before it gets to the facility. Now, how this works is we have a series of little challenges, little, as I say, montages that we work our way through. And each of you guys will have a chance at rolling in that check and try and score a certain number of successes to be successful at that check. Now, each of these montages you will ultimately succeed at. It's a matter of working out how efficiently you will carry them out. So even though you might fail at one check by the dice, you haven't failed and your whole mission stops. You've wasted time, you've been delayed, you've been hurt or something like that. It hasn't gone smoothly.
Shoe shopping.
Okay, so step one of this is going to be triangulating the flight path for that aircraft. And that's going to be an easy check that requires a total of 2 successes. And when I say successes, I mean symbols on the dice. So you keep a tally of them. Chances are you'll probably pass that in 1 success. So who wants to give that a crack first?
It sounds
like-
like apples.
No, I think
Well-
you're.
Well, what's it?
Triangulation is probably going to be computers
Oh yeah, that's me.
or even education.
I'm a tech dude.
What do you got?
So was it? What did you say? Sorry, computers.
Computers.
2 yellows and a green for me.
Yeah, it's definitely you.
You're
Yeah.
the computer whiz. Now,
What do you got?
Nothing. Two greens.
Yeah, me too.
That's why we bring her.
That's right.
so
That and that when she
It's
gets on
not
her
for the
bike.
diversity tick in the box. It is not for that. I will be a commanding officer.
now apples.
Yeah, quotas. We already discussed
Do you
that.
have a computer device on you other than your scanner?
No, I don't.
Perhaps you have a utility belt.
I have a utility belt.
There you go. So you flip a story point. You pull out your little
Computer.
little portable computer.
Little
iPad.
iPad.
Ping.
Thanks, Apple. If you want to
It's
send us
a
a
match.
free iPad, that'd be great.
Now, because this is obviously a judge setting, you pull out the this little tiny little computer pad. You flip it open, and there's a little antenna you got to pull up as well.
Yep.
Yeah.
Little gizmo,
Yeah, a little gizmo.
as we call them.
All right. So I want you to make a check for me. This is just going to be an easy check to do.
Just straight.
One purple dice.
One purple.
Yep.
It's bloody purples.
They'll get you.
So frustrated. That's good, isn't it?
Awesome. Yep. So you
smash
have
it.
no trouble at all. You punch in those coordinates, and the triangulation's given. Now you look at the flight path because you have to get onto a plane. How are you going to get onto a plane?
Or I could commandeer it, or we could commandeer it with some tech savvy business.
Can we hack it?
Exactly.
Well, it depends what sort of plane it is that you don't know. Chances are these guys would have thought of that. They probably have a pretty shitty prop-powered plane or something that's not connected to any sort of network.
Radio into the comms room. Find out what plane it is. They've already got it on the list as to there's a cart of what the plane is.
Yeah? Well, you got some advantages there, haven't you?
Yep. Oh, I'm going to say yes, but no idea.
Oh,
if
no,
I
you're
have or
going to
not.
have just successes. All right. But I will say this. When you do triangulate, you do pick up there is a point on the flight path where you guys can potentially get on the plane.
What?
There's a half-constructed megway that work as a makeshift ramp.
Ramp with the lawmasters. Yes.
Aircraft's as you calculate it, the aircraft's wing will pass within maybe a dozen meters of the megway.
Fuck's sake.
This is universe, man. This is what we're
How much we
digging.
getting paid an hour for this shit?
You do it because it's your duty.
That's right. That's right.
So you are pretty confident with enough. If you time it just right, you can get onto this megway, make the jump, and land on the wing of the aircraft as it
Hey,
flies on by.
I'm the cartwheel queen. Don't know about you two, especially you, Greaves, but I'm the cartwheel queen.
This ain't gonna end well.
Now, do you want to propose that plan
Right up.
to the team?
Boys, this is what we're doing. We're gonna jet off this ramp
By your lawmasters,
with the lawmasters,
of course.
boost with our super boost skill, land on the plane wing, totally legit, and then
You do know the lawmasters have maglocks that clamp into place.
of course they do,
So
and then we're gonna combat roll or cartwheel into the plane, and then pacify any goons, take over the plane, land it. We're going to be heroes. We're going to get medals. It's all going to be good.
Now, control with the intel controls given you knowing what type of plane it is. It's an old, essentially rudimentary cargo plane, but just probably these things carry a lot of supplies.
Like a Hercules.
Yeah, it's a Hercules equivalent, exactly. There's a hatch on the top that you can, if you landed on the wings, you could walk across the top of the wings straight into the hatch. You have to obviously open the hatch because it won't be flapping in the breeze. That's probably your best entry point.
Easy. We're all over this. This is easy.
Yep.
Are you still on the drugs?
Judy
Are you still
requires it.
are you still taking drugs?
I'm taking my lead off Graves here.
Bollocks, get in. The duty requires it.
All right. So the next part of this, before you leave, because it is the law and it's protocol to do, you have to secure this place. And by secure it, it's radio and other patrols, get it in meat wagons, medical teams, and any other utilities like that which will help secure it. Even arresting or putting down perps that are still floating about.
Apples, radioing in. We're going.
Well, you have to secure before you leave.
That's what I'm
Secure
saying.
this joint here.
He's gonna
Correct.
gonna ring comms.
Well, he's already gone, so one of you guys can make a roll this time.
I'll secure it.
Sure.
Secure it.
Yeah.
I was just gonna radio in someone to come and take the facility.
No. I think as a judge's responsibility.
He's
Because
dodging it.
you guys just leave now, the place is not secure, and the goons will come back out and start killing people.
So
we
one of
need
us
to do our
needs to stay
duty,
back.
Graves.
No, you can all do it. You just have to spend time before you leave, making sure there's no more threat, and make the appropriate calls. So when you do leave, the appropriate staff are inbound.
I got this. You just polish your badge, old man, and I'll show you how it's done.
So each of you get a window opportunity to do
Jumping
something.
onto
here.
a freaking moving plane.
Well, all of you
Oh
do it.
man.
All right. So this is going to be another easy check. You're looking for a total of you want a total of 2 successes all up,
Nice.
because it's not hard to secure this place.
It's
There's
not.
other people
It's
around.
not. So would this be a combat check, you reckon, or am I just going to go?
However you want to approach it.
Well, I think I'm just going to use. I reckon vigilance.
Sure. Let's
Yeah.
just find people.
Just
arrest
walk
them,
around, make sure I don't miss anyone, tie up
Perfect.
all the loose ends.
What are you rolling? How many's that?
That's a gold and a green.
Yeah, all right.
What if I went coercion with 2 golds and a green?
You potentially do as well, because both you have a chance to do something.
Let's just go. All right, I'll go 2 golds
So
and a
we'll
green.
let Jacob do his thing
Yeah.
first.
Whoops.
So, take a point of strain in the process.
Fucking bollocks.
So, surprise, surprise, Jacob just screwed that roll.
I didn't
it's-
screw
it's
it. I
a success.
just didn't succeed fully.
You got 1 success?
One success.
That's
yeah.
fine. Because it's a total amongst all of you guys.
Yeah.
So working together, you'll secure this place.
Yeah. Give me a hand. Quit polishing your badge. There you go.
Yeah, 2 successes and 2 momentums. Oh, I'll
Sweet.
roll that, do I?
Yep.
So as you're making the call to control,
That gets
These
rid of-
boys are sorting
these
it.
guys are sorting
Yeah.
it out. Yep.
Start at the perimeter.
Gets rid of the advantages.
Oh, okay.
Excellent. So the place is secure. The appropriate calls have been made. Control advises that units are inbound, or spare available units are inbound and should be here soon. But there is ambulances and meat wagons and etc. onbound as well. They're probably the priority right now anyway. Okay, now it's secure. You know where you have to go. It's time to leave.
Let's go.
That's ride.
All right. So you would take the elevators back down to the garage where your lawmasters are parked.
Sorry.
Unfortunately, the elevator is busted.
It was either bust the elevator or wear a rocket.
it's a tough choice. All right.
Sorry.
I reckon
they
your
don't pay me enough.
I reckon your body armor would have taken it.
I don't think so.
So each of you guys are going to suffer. Everyone, give me a resilience check.
Resilience check.
Resilience or athletics. What's your call?
3
Athletics
greens.
for me.
I've got 3
Oh, no.
greens. Or
2 greens.
athletic.
Yeah.
What difficulty?
Different. This one's going to be 1 purple and 1 red.
Oh, that's not good.
1 purple, one purple and 1 red.
This is you guys
You nasty.
zip roping down the elevator shaft.
All right. So, I got like 4 momentums. Wait up, but that gets rid of the successes.
Correct. The threat, get rid of the advantages. These are the haircuts.
It's just 1.
It's 1 for 1.
Mercedes
Oh, okay, so
cancels
get rid of that?
explosions.
Yep.
And then what's that one get rid of? The red one.
It
The
will
Mercedes.
get rid of a success, which is the explosion.
Yep.
It'll turn that into 1 success.
Oh, okay, so it's just 1, and it'll get rid of 1 of those?
Yep, correct.
All right, so I've got still 1 advantage.
1 success.
1 success. Okay.
So you
Yeah.
You slide down the elevator shaft via rope
Yep.
seamlessly. You have one advantage left over, so you could use that to pass a boost to the next active player or recover a strain if you've suffered any.
Can I heal? Can I heal my wounds, which I keep rubbing out?
I'd say with the advantage, you could use one of your stim packs. You have 3 stim packs on you.
How much does that heal? Is this
5.
one? Oh yeah, I'll
It's 5.
use one of them.
Each one you use after that, though, heals 1 less. So next one heal you 4. Next one heal you 3.
Okay,
and
so wounds.
that's it.
Sweet. Oh, cool.
So Bollock fails with 3 advantages.
Brutal.
Yeah.
Okay, so the descent down the elevator shaft hasn't gone well for you. Obviously, you're still suffering from some PTSD.
Quite clearly,
issues,
I had to
yeah.
wade through dead civilians
You
to get
did,
to the
you
shaft.
did.
That's probably
There's
didn't
probably
help.
some,
It's 'cause
there's
you're
probably
high as a
some
kite.
in the shaft as well.
Yeah.
From the elevator that went rocketing down and crashed in the floors below. So you will. How many failures did you get?
1 fail.
1 failure. So take 3 points of strain. As it's caused some conflict and exerted you as you go down. But you got some advantages. How would you like to use those?
3 advantages.
What's this?
Think.
You can also recover strain for your advantage as well if you wanted to.
Oh, right.
Yeah, could. Might. Yeah. I might.
I have a suggestion. If
Yeah.
you're struggling,
No, I was going to think. Just checking this out here.
Cool, yep.
Maybe out of my utility belt, I'll
Yep.
get my PTSD meds
cool,
to stop myself wigging out too hard in
Yep.
the near future.
sure.
Yeah.
So that sounds good to me.
He's a drug addict.
Such a liability.
Yeah.
Yep.
This
So
is why you don't
I feel
get
with an
promoted.
advantage.
You failed with an advantage.
That's a feel, isn't it?
How many fails did you get?
1 Mercedes versus 1 two Mercedes versus 1
athletic?
explosion.
Like I said, one failure. You take 3 strain.
3 strain.
Similar principle. It's just hard work descending this broken elevator shaft.
Yep.
If we have an advantage left over, I can
We're
give
all
you a
shit,
suggestion
man.
for that.
Yep, far away.
As you descend, all 3 of you down the elevator shaft, you hear echoing shouts from below.
Ooh. All right.
You can't. It's just too distorted to tell you exactly what it is.
Yep.
But you are detecting aggressive voices from below.
We've got trouble, boys.
It's shouting, and it doesn't sound like it's friendly.
Potential trouble in the basement, boys. Get ready. Muddy, get ready.
Greaves, get ready.
Cool. And as you guys hit the bottom of the elevator shaft, there was once an elevator there, but now it's just a mangled mess of debris. You land on it. As you do, you see running through the garage towards the elevator and stacked up around it are more of these paramilitary types. They have essentially moved to your lawmasters, well, safely out of the danger zone of your lawmasters because they're for perimeter defense. They know what lawmasters are about. They're not stupid. So they are intercepting you as you try and come out the elevator shaft. This is this is step 3 of the montage. You guys dealing with these guys as you move from the elevators to your lawmasters. So it's up to you guys to describe what epic thing you do in
Blast
this scene.
6.
How many of them? They're all in a group.
It's a big group.
Blast.
They're running from every direction.
Yep.
All right. So what Bullock's gonna do is he's gonna, as he hits the bottom of the shaft,
Yep.
he's feeling a bit chill now, by the way. Meds are kicking in. He's gonna reach into his utility belt because
I like it.
he's found this. He's gonna pull out a flashbang,
Love it.
stun grenade, and just
Oh, yeah.
roll it out there.
Yep.
Yep.
What skill are you going to use?
Well, I guess that would
Don't
be
fuck this up, bollocks.
range light, throw a grenade.
Makes perfect sense. Look, this is a hard check. However, because Apples did hear something down below and called it out, have a boost dice.
Oh, he needs it.
Flash bang. Look at that. That's 2 successes and 2 advantages.
Nice. So that's 2 successes. Now, the flashbang, it does its job. A heap of the guys that are rushing at the elevator, those immediately at the elevator, they all reel back as they're blinded by the bang of this grenade. And it's left room for you guys to push on through to the lawmasters. You're not out of the woods yet, so someone else needs to go to finish this little montage.
Got a suggestion. So I'm going to rip out my extra powerful chili that I took out of the food court earlier.
Yep.
And I'm going to take one of my stun bullets and quickly shove it in there.
Right. Yep.
And then load it into my lawgiver.
Yep.
And then I'm going to shoot that at the goons.
Love it. Cool. If you get 2 advantages, double the successes you roll.
Nice. And I think I'm going to use my because it's like a mechanics thing. Like she's fiddling around
That
with
makes
her
sense. Yep.
thing. I'm going to use what do you call it? My mechanics.
Mechanics, yep. So it's a hard check, so 3 purple.
What?
There's a lot of these guys.
Damn it!
Shooting chili.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, he's shooting chili out of his lawgiver.
lethal
Instead
chili.
of the blast weapon.
It's gonna burst like an air burst.
Extra bursts.
It's gonna like
They're
burst in this.
stunned, ready for
Yeah.
Well, there's multiple guys. There's only a handful of these
Exactly.
guys.
the blast.
No,
He hasn't reloaded his blast from when we shot the
I'm
hardware
ready
store.
to go.
and we're in a basement. I don't
You're
want the
shooting
roof to come
chili.
down. Yeah,
Yeah, it's good
lethal
thinking.
chili.
This is
man.
why you don't get promoted.
Great Scott chili is what it is.
God damn it.
It's language like you is why you're a sergeant and I'm going to be lieutenant.
Oh,
That doesn't look good.
it doesn't look good.
Right. So work it out there, Big Mike.
Okay. You've
Lots
got
of Mercedes.
Fail. So this fails turn. Let's cancel that out.
What did you do? Shoot yourself with the chili?
That. Okay, you fail with 1 advantage.
Oh, what?
So you're surprise, your chili round isn't effective.
So,
There's a moment of confusion as these guys duck, expecting this high X explosion, and just this red mist goes around them and has no discernible effect on their face value.
You have made us the laughing stock of the call.
Is that Johnny? No, that's picante sauce.
They reel back like,
It's the Dolmio grin.
boys, it wasn't my fault. The food court dubbed me. They were supposed to give me the lethal stuff, and they give me
you
the
look
bloody...
at the packet and they're giving you mild by
yeah,
accident.
they give me milds and the lethal. It wasn't my fault. I'm going to go up there after this job's done, and I'm going to bust their ass.
Well, you
They're
ordered
all
off,
dead.
You ordered off the kids menu. That's so trying to save a few bucks. You have a kids chili.
You have 1 advantage left over there.
Which gives me the
I'm
opportunity
going to pass that.
to
Yeah,
actually
You're boosted.
give
So
it a
these
boost.
guys are paused for a moment in like dread of what's about to happen because this new like this new
licking a-
sanctioned like toxic powder isn't that bad.
This
Lick-
seems
lick
like
it-
the best opportunity to use a blast weapon.
Licking the lips.
Yeah.
In the garage.
You know what? I'll flip one of these bad boys. I'm flipping a story point. Just as this is happening, as through the mist of the chili powder, you see the flashing lights of ambulance and meat wagons pulling in around the elevator shaft. If you use high X, it's probably going to be bad.
He said probably Greaves. That means there's a chance that it won't.
That means I've got to go in with the chrome.
Your check is going to have an upgrade, so it'll be 2 purple, 1 red.
Do it.
Nah.
Do it.
It'd be fun. Do it.
I think we're best to go in while they're stunned swinging. Catch
for
them
it.
off guard.
Sounds like a plan, boss.
Hey, they think we're nice guys. I just give them like a
A
nice little
chili
hit.
woman.
All right, make the check.
Okay.
It's a hard check with the upgrade, so it's
Fucking
going to
chili
be... Actually, no, the
round,
upgrade
man.
will be... No, just 3 purple. That's it.
3 purple.
3 purple, it's a hard check.
3 purple to go in swinging.
Go on, swinging.
All right, what up?
That's
There's
another
so many of
t-shirt.
these guys.
Swinging.
Can't believe it didn't bloody work. Freaking dice.
Which one am I going again? Where is it? Melee.
Brawl you after.
Brawl. I'm going brawl. Okay. All right, yellow and 2 green. Okay.
That's the one.
And I got an advantage because they got the chili on them.
That's true.
Yeah.
Have a
see?
boost dice.
Have a boost.
I did flip that story point. You are walking through the chili powder yourself, so have a setback dice.
That's a black one, right?
Yeah, it is.
So is that I'm doing 3 purple and a black.
That's
and
it.
2. Yeah. Oh, no.
You've
Wasn't
got
one
this,
upgraded?
Greaves. You've got this.
That was to stop them using the high X.
Okay.
Come on, Sarge.
All right. So 2 successes, but that takes one of the successes. Is that right?
Yep.
Yep. That gets rid of those ones, right?
No, the explosions.
Other way around.
Oh, right. So that really rips that one. Oh, there's 2 explosions there. That's good. Oh, hold up. Yeah, so that. But that gets rid of that, right?
No, the star can't start explosions. Yeah.
All right.
So you
I've got
ballsed it.
An advantage. Is that it?
You balls it. Hey, how many successes on the green dice?
Hey?
How many successes do you have on the green
2.
dice?
Ah,
Oh,
2.
there's 2 fouls there too.
Yeah, and 2 yellows there.
So
It's a foul with an advantage.
apparently the arrival of the
Distracted
ambulances
them.
has essentially slowed your progress to the lawmasters.
Do you know what it cost me? the fucking chili that I had to slip and slide all over.
It did. That black dice that the chili added
That
was the one that cost him.
That's the one.
So, as you struggle to get to the lawmasters, the paramilitary goons, the past reclaimers, they assault you in force. They fire their weapons at you. They attack you as you go into brawl. They dogpile on top of you. You feel their shanks or daggers turning off your armor. Occasionally, they take some nicks out of you. The progress of the bike is not good. This montage, has failed. You've lost precious time.
Well done, judges. Well done.
We make a good team.
Each of you will suffer 3 wounds. This ignores soak because it is wounds, and 3 strain as you fight your way
3 wounds
to the bike.
3 strain.
Correct.
Blaming chili girl.
So you get onto your bikes. You roar out through the garage and then through Mega City 1, heading towards the coordinates that Judge Apple's triangulated to make the jump. Time is of the essence. You know you've only got minutes before this plane hits the Megway, and you lose the one and only opportunity you have to get onto the plane. You take the off-ramp eventually to get onto the 1985th Skyway. You weave in and out of the traffic. At one point,
Driving with a bit of edge.
you're surrounded by a pack of guys on motorbikes.
What? Not again. Come on. Give us a break.
then-
Throw some chili at him.
A van that was ahead of you guys suddenly brakes.
Oh, of course it does.
The
Back
back doors
opens
kick
up.
open, and a big MG drops out of it and starts firing in your direction. The bike's essentially herding you into a tight pack.
God damn it.
We haven't got time for this.
It seems like the past reclaimers really want to stop you getting to wherever you want to go.
How far away from the plane at this stage?
You're still some time away.
Right, so not close to the ramp.
It's the speed of plot.
Yeah, okay. All right.
So this is another montage
I'm
of you
gonna
guys
use it-
dealing with the situation.
I'm going to use a driving skill to just evade it and push on.
That's certainly something you can do.
Because I'm on 2 yellows and a green.
Yep. So this is going to be a hard check.
Yeah? What's your driving?
2 yellows and a green.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Same here.
yours?
We're all
Shit hot.
judges, so
Yeah,
Yeah.
shit hot.
Cool.
Yep.
we should be able to ride our lawmaster.
Yeah.
It also has laser.
Bollocks.
Yeah. Violence all the way. Every single time.
I don't know whether we want to
It
blow
won't slow us
a
down.
load for the beam cannon just yet.
Well, it's not going to work
I'm
on the
saying
plane.
one shot each with the beam cannons. And that's it for the rest of the adventure because of the recharge.
But if only one of us fire, that's the van gone.
In theory.
You don't know what Big
You're
Mike's
going to
going
need
to do.
multiple successes to overcome this challenge because destroying the van is one thing. You just have to contend with the motorbikes.
I think I can get the motorbikes.
Or you can evade. You can try and outsmart them to radio control and basically get road barricades thrown up.
All right, here we
There's a lot
go.
of things you can do. Approach it any way you
Time
like.
is of the essence. It sounds like we might need the cyclone for later. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Apples, get in, ring them up, tell them what's going on. Fucking do it. And in the meantime, we will evade. We'll keep driving.
Yep.
Try our best to push. Just keep pushing on.
All right.
'Cause time is of the
So
essence.
this is a hard check.
Yep.
With setback because of the traffic and the condition you guys are in.
Yep.
Receiving gunfire. You in total, you're going to need 3 successes to overcome it.
3 successes.
So with one good roll, you could overcome it in one single roll.
Oh, I get 3 of them as well.
It's a hard check,
It's a
bro.
hard check with
Oh,
2 setback dice, so 2 black
And I need
dice.
3
less.
successes.
Correct.
You can do it.
Oh, sorry, 1 setback dice.
Positive thoughts.
That's just one. That's represent the traffic, the conditions.
Dear
machine gun
I've got
fire.
more bad dice than good dice.
Dear
Would
warning.
you like to upgrade your dice?
No,
Give me-
no,
yeah,
no,
yeah.
There you
no,
go, done it.
no.
So one of those green become yellow.
Yeah, that's it. That's all we got.
So what are you doing? Describe what you're doing.
Evading.
You're evading? You're just trying to just outstrip the ball.
And give him the middle finger while I'm doing it.
Cool, go for it.
Whoop.
Oof.
No, that's not
That's
good.
a fail.
You did this.
2 threats.
nothing.
You did this, Chili.
No.
Okay.
So that just gets written off, right?
So you try and get away and try and open a path to weave your bikes out of there.
Did you radio in?
It's your turn. You've got to do your thing first of all.
right.
These guys on the bikes are doing an excellent job of keeping you herded in. Anytime there's an opening in the traffic, they fill it.
We need to take them out.
Do you get a setback?
Right.
Well, I mean, threat. Did you get 2 threat?
Hey?
Two threat, yeah.
Okay. So the next active player is going to have a setback to their check because of your trying to navigate the bikes and being
You've
cut off
been,
at every pass.
you've been useless.
You made me
It's
roll
causing
that.
just
There was
chaos.
more.
There's
I did not want to roll that.
traffic all around the Megway is slamming its brakes on.
Oh,
and
wait
there's
up.
More obstacles being
Bollocks,
thrown
are
in
you
front of
next?
Yeah,
You
so-
and civilians don't mix very
Bullock.
well.
Yeah, no, he's
He's going to fire a rocket.
he's a bit
launcher.
transcendental at the moment, and he's seen a path on the opposite side of the Megway.
Nice.
Yep.
He reckons that if he could use the diversion that Greaves created,
Yeah,
attempting to speed up,
that's what I was doing.
he might be able to peel a few of the pursuing pack off,
Yep.
give a bit of space, and hopefully,
Hook back around on.
well, if they can follow him into the oncoming lanes,
Ooh.
take a few out
Love that.
before he cuts back in.
Right.
Perfect. So driving,
Yep.
Driving.
love it.
Hard check, 2 setbacks.
A hard check with 2 setback because
Thanks,
it's
Greaves. This is how we do it.
Did you do it?
Yeah. Yeah. I did.
Nice.
I got 1 success.
1 success,
and 2 threats.
2 threats. 2 threats in this situation.
I'm still blaming Chili. That is the weirdest thing I've ever heard.
You
I'm
got
going to
some-
shoot Chili at him.
Chili powder
Yeah.
in your eye. That's okay, because it just means that
Did I
It's all on
mention I
apples.
was driving with a bit of edge? like,
we should get blues for driving with some edge.
They had extra edge. However, the 2 setback you just rolled.
Yep.
What that's occurred, what's inflicted here, what's happened here. You've peeled off. You've taken some bikes with you in the other lane. It's had the desired effect. The bikes careen into oncoming vehicles. They try and keep up with you,
Yep.
but you know they're hitting civvies.
Yeah.
he's done it again.
Oh, he's done it again.
So you can have a point of strain.
How are you going to sleep tonight? Like, you know, if we actually get out of this alive, how are you going to get to sleep?
On meds.
And the
Yeah.
other setback, your apples. You're
what?
left somewhat confused as what's going on. The
Typical.
pack of these bikes have suddenly just cut across you, forcing you to swerve at a setback to your next check.
So hang on. So you've now ducked off to this
Well, yeah.
this side road.
So I've had a minor success
Yeah.
with my plan. We need you to have more of a success with yours.
So just to make it clear, each of you only have 1 go in this situation.
Yep.
So it's down to apples.
All
You
right.
need 2 successes in your next check.
If Apples is here, I'm there.
So
You're over this side, right?
you can just pull out your lawmaster and blast these guys.
There's been an explosion.
Well,
over
either
here.
coordination or shooting is the way to go, isn't it? That's my bet.
Coordination is going to involve some creativity when you're in the back of the
Okay,
bike.
so let's shoot.
That could be
We're
jump. Well, you could jump into the van with coordination and break the driver's neck by hanging out the door.
Or flash some legs.
Then jump back on the Lawmaster because Lawmaster's automated. Don't forget, it runs on autopilot as
Yep.
a computer.
Yep.
So you can get off that Lawmaster, get in the van,
I'm loving that. I'm
Show-
loving
beat
that
everyone
idea.
up,
Show him your new boots.
kick out the door, jump back in the Lawmaster.
Didn't have friggin' time to buy them because bloody the goons. I love those boots.
What are you talking about? Bollocks had probably already killed the bloody shopkeeper.
How's this for a plan? Just throw a suggestion your way.
Yep.
Put your Lawmaster on autopilot.
Yep.
Drive up beside the van.
They got autopilot.
Yeah, it's got everything.
Jump onto the roof of the van.
Oh.
Walk along the roof of the van, shooting down your Lawmaster or high X
Yep.
into the roof of the van,
Yeah.
or incendiary. Oh yes! And burn the van out.
Yep.
While giving the
Then
middle
jump
finger.
back onto your Lawmaster on the other side.
Yep. Done.
Cool.
Sold.
That'd be coordination.
Sold the man in black here. Yep. Done. All right. Coordination. Here we go.
Or while giving the middle finger.
In my 6-inch boots.
Yes.
Because I'm still a judge and still got boots.
Darling.
Just the ones in the what do you call it? Great Scott Plaza were nicer. That's all I'm saying.
So what do you say when you fire when you select the ammo?
Incendiary.
Incendiary.
No, do it properly.
You can't speak female. Okay, so we've got 2 yellows and a green.
Yep.
And-
Difficulty is hard, so 3 purple.
Oh, 3 bloody hell. But-
two step back.
What?
Yeah. If you take 2 points of strain,
Yep.
I will say you can aim and get a boost dice.
I'm going to do that because I need everything
Yep.
going my way here. So I'm nearly tapped out,
You're
gentlemen.
getting tired.
I'm like 10 wounds and 9 strain against my 12.
You got stim packs, don't forget.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to do some in a minute.
When you have a chance.
You gotta join Jacob.
All right. So what? To catch Jake up to speed, Greg has jumped on top of the
Excuse
van.
me, Judge Apples.
Judge Apples, sorry. Judge Apples has put his Lawmaster on autopilot. He's jumped on top of the van, selected, what did you select?
Incendiary.
And just shooting for the roof of the van to burn the people out. Then jump back on the Lawmaster on the other side.
I'm just glad I'm sitting down after that description.
There's a bucket load
Here we
of
go,
dice.
boys. Right.
That
Doesn't
pretty
look good.
good.
Oh, maybe not. All right, you work it out, Big Mike.
Oh, no.
Hold up. That's good.
That's
You've
all right. There's
rolled-
2 explosions.
You've
There's an
rolled
explosion. There's a couple of
1, 2,
explosions.
3, 4,
There you go.
By George,
Five
I think he's
fails.
done it.
Yeah, he's done it.
5 fails. First 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 successes.
Ah, no, he hasn't.
It's a wash.
Damn it!
Which is a fail.
Damn it!
How many advantages you get? You got 1, 2 advantages, 3 advantages opposed to 2 threat. So you have 1 advantage left over.
But it's a fail.
It's a fail. So you do this cool thing, but the bikes stick on you like glue, forcing you guys to try and shake them as you make your way through the 1985th Megway. The van's dealt with. I'd say you dealt with the van with that advantage. That's not a problem. There's a smouldering wreck well behind you along the highway. However, that montage was ultimately a fail. It's sunk,
doing well here.
it's sunk into your time.
We're not doing well, boys.
Struggling, boys.
Um,
And apples.
in this process, each of you will suffer 1 wound
I'm your dad here.
and 2 strain.
And 2 strain. Okay.
So I'm now 11 for 11
4.
against 12.
You're at your threshold.
You got
You're right.
Yep.
I'm on my threshold for strain.
Oh.
I don't see any chance for some meditation in the near future.
Okay. Things just went from horrible to much worse.
All right.
That generally describes this podcast. But yeah.
You managed to shake the bikes trailing you purely because you hit gridlock traffic. Being lawmasters, a lot of the cars move out of the way for you where they can. However, you're forced to weave and lane split, scrape through the traffic as much as you can. The bikes that were pursuing you, slowly, one by one, drop away as they just can't keep pace through this traffic. You have to contend with the traffic jam in order to get to the jump in a timely manner.
It's going to slow us down a bit.
That's good luck.
So I reckon we could either use our laser cannons. Because, like, all right, this is my theory. Just bear with me, all right?
That is not a good idea.
Okay, just bear with me, right? The death
Move out of the way, civilians.
of a few hundred versus the death of millions. That's all I'm saying, all
What
right?
would Judge Greaves say about that?
Death of hundreds versus death of millions. Greaves, millions.
His heart won't take it. Bollocks.
No,
Cannot
it-
take
it
it.
literally won't.
you're in.
Bollocks couldn't take it. I
Yeah.
could.
No. That's against the law.
That's against the law, and I should fucking shoot you for that.
Or the second option. I'm just saying a couple of options. Second
Spit
option.
it out, apples.
Get under control. Find out if there's another detour around this traffic jam. Where we could use our boost jets and like get onto another highway.
Get on it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yep. That's
that-
radio in control.
Sure. What skill check would that be? I would say that's probably going to be... interesting one.
It's almost like piloting, really, isn't it? Because it's like
Sort of. It's going to be, I'm going to say for this check,
streetwise.
Streetwise or...
Get
Streetwise
smashed.
is more... Actually, Streetwise could work. Streetwise or education.
Ooh, education. What am I? Education.
Education's over here.
Ah, right. Education. It is.
Cool.
It's going to be a hard one.
No, this is actually a simple check.
What do you got?
A yellow and 2 greens.
But it does require 4 total successes. A simple check has no opposing dice, though.
What's your education?
There is, however,
Shaking their head to that one.
there is, however, a setback because you are distracted by the traffic.
And the
Keep
pressure of
you-
the situation.
Pressure situations have a setback dice.
Oh, man.
Would you like to upgrade?
Nowhere.
All right, I'm going to upgrade. Just as you're radioing control, a truck tries to change the lanes on top of you.
I'm a lawmaster. You can get wrecked.
You can add another setback dice because of that.
Would you reckon? Drop a dice?
You had your chance to spend. You didn't
Yeah.
choose to.
Oh, all right. Okay. All right. So 3 successes.
That's
Here
a
we
tough
go.
GM right here. I tell you what.
Oh, well, I called it.
No.
No, that's good.
No, that's good, man.
Yeah,
You
that's
there's
gone.
nothing
Still
on the
can't
plate.
work out these dice.
What did you need 4 though?
1 success. So control tries to give you directions to another route you can take, but they put you onto a lane which is still congested. It's just not as bad. You are getting through at a swifter pace. It's still a little more than a slug's crawl, though. You have 2 advantages. What would you like to use those for? I could suggest recovering strain.
Yeah, I need it. Yep.
That is so selfish.
So it'd be 2 strain recovered.
All right. So can I bullet?
Are you stimming again?
No. I'm not stimming. What I'm going to do is I'm going to actually take the lead here because
Yep.
I feel like we've just been going so slow behind the acrobat on autopilot, behind let's just drive faster.
Well, no, let's not mention the acrobat who wanted to Cyclops the entire highway.
megaway, yeah.
Options.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to foster that little independent streak and just peel my lawmaster out and
Ooh.
start picking my way
Yep,
through the traffic,
love it.
trying to find the best route.
Yeah, sure. So, what check would you like to use for that best suited thing?
Look, I don't know whether you'd go streetwise or perception here. Well, I'm kind of looking for shortcuts.
Perception or
laneways,
vigilance?
Offside. Yeah. Probably perception because I'm looking for things, not waiting for...
Well, vigilance
I
is
don't
also your innate ability to notice like opportunities.
Yep.
So, like when to change lanes at the right time, sort of thing. It's your
Yep.
so both will work depending on how you dress it up.
Yeah, well, I reckon vigilance then.
Yep, sure.
Yep.
Go for it.
Oh, that's yeah.
So you go by gut instinct more than anything else. Which way to go? Difficulty's simple.
Simple
There is
check.
a setback though, because of the conditions you guys are in.
Yep.
Would you like to upgrade the check?
Yeah, I would. I think that Bullock in this stage is
Makes sense.
really needing to get the fucking let out. Lead the way.
Yep.
He's determined to show these older,
That
more
he-
experienced, finger quotes, judges how we roll.
I like it.
There you go.
Oh.
3 successes.
3 successes. All right.
About time you did something.
So you do your thing and peel off and
Yep.
find a route to go through, and you call these guys to follow.
Follow me.
Yep.
Oh, it's like that, is it?
It
And
sure
sure
is.
enough, you find a looks like a service ramp. It's got a big construction or emergency vehicle access only.
Mm-hmm.
And in fact, it takes you beneath the layer below the Megway.
Ah, right.
It's like the roads that maintain the Megways from below. Also, emergency vehicles can move across Megway when there is traffic jams.
How did comms not know about that?
Well, we didn't reach that point until now.
Must have got the work experience, kid.
Must have.
Your lawmaster is
Yep.
signaled to basically as soon as it comes within, anywhere within that gate, it opens up.
Yep.
And you drive your lawmaster down into it. Everyone else follows behind, and you have a clear run through the Megway emergency service tunnels.
Brilliant. That's how we do it.
So you nailed
Apples? Yeah.
it. Yeah, right.
Got it?
So I leave the room and everything's just fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically.
Right. Okay.
We went from
It's been a
laying
pleasure
waste-
having you.
I hear what you're saying.
laying
I
waste to
understand.
all the civilians on the roadway to we found an open path.
There's a
Really?
service road. Yeah.
Awesome. Okay. You follow this service passage tunnel beneath the Megway. You realize you're watching the coordinates where you guys are going, and you yell out, "That's time to get up onto the surface of the Megway."
Oh, here we go.
The ramp
This is it,
is
boys.
approaching. You get to the top of the Megway, and where you come out of is actually is under construction. There's construction vehicles all over the place. The crew jump out of the way as they hear the lawmasters before they even see the lawmasters. They hear the roar of the engine blasting up through the tunnel you guys come out of. and they clear the way. A few of them yell out. You catch like quick flashes of words spoken of warning that the road ends. There's no road. The Megway just launches you into the sky eventually. You see it up ahead of you. The Megway, sure enough, a sharp curve that goes straight up into the smoggy atmosphere of Mega City 1. That's your jump. When you hit that incline, you hear the roar of the aircraft approaching somewhere behind your right ears. You glance over your shoulders and you see the plane screaming across the skyline of Mega City 1. Sure enough, looks like you've timed it pretty well right. It's not going to be an easy jump. You're going to have to gun these lawmasters right now. If you don't do it, you feel you're not going to make the jump appropriately.
That's what I'm thinking.
Each of you.
Just for listeners, old Greaves here has put 4 purple dice and a black versus 1 green, which is the ones that we need. We need greens as a test.
Each of you are required to make a hard setback check. Hard check, sorry. Using probably your driving skill.
Yeah,
Because that makes
most
most
definitely.
sense.
I want to use Knowledge Society here.
Well, the way the plane is this.
Well, I was thinking who knows a good funeral director? Anyone?
Now,
Come on, we can do
Hard
this.
checks.
I
2
would
or 3?
recommend you guys rolling the checks one at a time. That way, if you get advantage, you can feed one another boost dice as you assist one another to make the jump. You yell out, make coordinated effort to do this jump.
Is hard check 2 or 3?
3.
3.
It's 3. Now, jumping from a Megway to an airplane wing is a hard check. It's 3 dice at the best of times. However, the plane is moving. So add 3 setback dice.
3
setback dice.
This is mental. This is a mental roll.
Now, as I said before, failure here won't mean you plummet to your death. It means you land horribly, perhaps even inside the aircraft. Because having you guys fail here right now would be pretty anticlimactic. It gets worse and better. Because your various previous successes, you're going to get bonuses.
Did we have any success?
You managed to triangulate this plane effectively, the coordinates quite effectively. Get a boost dice. So 1 blue dice added. You swiftly secure the plaza, which saved time. Get another boost dice.
Nice. Yep. Stacking up. A couple more.
Now, you avoided that traffic jam. That was probably the biggest thing. You have found those service tunnels and punched your way through and made up for a lot of lost time. In fact, that's 2 boost dice. To this check.
Oh, yes. That's a lot of dice.
Each of you are going to get that same pool, so remember that.
Okay. So for the listeners, we've got 4. We've got 2 yellows and the green, which is our normal, and then you got 4 blues, which are our boost dice, and then the bad dice. We've got 3 nasty purples and 3 blacks. So roughly, we've got 7 versus 6.
However, and there's always a however. What? This is a potentially lethal or dangerous check. So passively, one of those purple dice get upgraded to a red. If you roll a despair on that, you will crit yourself and decrease your wound threshold.
Oh, fuck. I'm near tapped out as it is.
Well, don't roll despair. It's that simple.
We're here to
Let's clear the runway.
Save the city.
This is one of my favorite things about this system, though, is when you pick up 40 dice and just...
It feels good.
There you go.
What's happened there?
There's a lot of blank dice there.
It is a lot.
Lots of
But there's actually not that many.
Actually pretty good.
4 fail.
I don't think it's good
require
at all,
a count.
mate.
That's gone.
Don't think it's good.
That's gone. That's gone. Okay, that's gone. All right.
That's 6 blank dice out of the total there.
Whoa. All right, you've gotten 1, 2, 3 successes, 4 failures. So you failed the check.
By shooting blanks.
Yeah, those blanks didn't help you out. However, you have gotten 2 advantages.
You should have rolled 2 yellows. That one just fell out,
Oh,
out of your sleeve.
What? Hasn't
it's
helped
not
you.
gonna help.
Hasn't helped you. So you've gotten 3 advantages, but the check has failed.
All right.
All right.
God damn it.
So you've failed. I'm going to write that down real quick. Your lawmaster hits the edge of the wing as it flies on by. You manage to grab on to plating, the joints between plating and the wing. On the flap, actually. You grab onto the wing's flap.
Wouldn't be the
grip
first time
on.
you've been hanging from a flap.
It's usually apples.
You grip on it for dear life, and you watch your lawmaster tumble down into the mega city below. You're holding on like a crazy person. What would you like to spend those advantages with?
Getting in the frickin' plane.
What about us?
Well,
I did it.
Pass
I
it
made
on. No, pass it on.
The advantages won't get you in the plane right now,
Oh, okay,
but they
all
could
right.
certainly help you.
Oh,
You've
so
got
gotta
yourself
help
a good-
you lot.
You could pass them along to someone else because they're seeing what not to do.
How many advantages have you got?
All right. Your rolling would be better, right?
3, I believe.
For, was it driving?
You're driving.
I've got 2 yellows and 2 greens.
Yeah, you get it.
Yeah, I'm next.
So yeah, we'll go bollocks in his drug habit ways.
Sure. So 3 advantages. I'm going to say it gives you 2 boost dice. Because you watch him and you realize, I should really rev a little bit more.
Well, I probably see the divot or the pothole that he hits as he comes up there. And, oh shit, missed that one. All right, here we go. Bollocks gunning it.
You going
Up the ramp.
Come on, mate.
You ain't
Get up
gonna
here.
you ain't gonna grab no flaps.
That's a lot of.
Oh, that's a display.
Is that the crit?
No, that's a wound. Yeah.
The crit, yeah.
Oh, is that?
Oh,
No idea. What's going on?
no,
So
that's good.
I succeed with 3 successes. 3 advantages,
Yep.
but a despair.
Okay. You land the lawmaster on the wing. The mag locks chunk into place.
Yep.
So much so, the force of it runs up your spine.
Uh huh.
You've taken a crit, essentially.
Yep.
Lower your wound threshold by 1.
Okay.
As there is just agonizing pain, you think you might have slipped a disc or done some serious damage somewhere.
Nothing on a med kit won't sort out.
What I will do though is I will breathe a deep, long sigh of relief
Yep.
as I am alive, despite being on the wing of a toxic dirty bomb flying in hundreds of miles an hour into a densely populated city, and I'm going to recover some strain.
Yep. 6 strain to recovery. Nice. Well, how many advantages you get?
3.
Nice. All right.
Don't want to pass any my way?
No.
By any chance? Right.
Sorry, apples.
Yeah. Okay. I'm on the edge.
Healed up too.
I'm on the edge of death. But anyway, that's not worried about that.
All right.
Right. So 2 yellows, 2 greens, and then 4 blues, and then 1
and all
red,
of that.
and then all right. Okay.
Yeah, all of that.
Don't roll a crit, buddy.
Yeah.
You'll be fine.
Shit. Okay. Here we go.
It's a 1 in 12. That look that I just got.
That's all right. Let me roll the nasty one. Right. So there you go, Mike.
All right. What do you got? You got a lot of advantages. You actually rolled only 1 success out of all those dice. Oh, no. I lied. There's 3 here.
Ooh.
I didn't see them.
Is that enough? No.
Yeah, you've smashed it.
Oh yes, boys. Hey, you know what? You know,
We just gave you all the advantages.
you give me nothing. You give me absolutely
I
nothing.
passed on some.
Okay, you succeeded with 1 success. You've only just scraped in, actually. But 4 advantages. No, sorry, more than that. 5 advantages.
Yes. Get in. Right.
How would you like to spend those advantages?
So I'm mag locked on.
You've
besides
mag locked on. Your
all
bike
bollock.
has landed on the wing.
Yep,
You're
yep.
mag locked on.
2
Done.
bikes, 3 judges.
I can throw a suggestion your way.
Heal.
Maybe get some rid of some strain.
You could do that. Or,
Or
as you sail on past, you grab onto Greaves as he's dangling off the edge of the wing.
Bloody
and
Greaves.
pull him onto the wing up next to you.
How humiliating is it to have your life saved by Judge Apples right now?
I won't accept the hand.
All right, so you can recover some strain if you like.
Cool, because you know what? I don't want you on my bike anyway.
All right, so you spend all that to recover 5 strain if you want to.
Cool. All right.
Similar thing, you land, sigh a massive breath of relief as you've made the jump.
Yep. I couldn't
Bad math.
use some of it to stick a med pack in my.
Sure, you could spend 2
Yep.
to stick the med pack in.
All right.
What do you
So
want?
Now
6
recover strain. 5 wounds.
6.
5 wounds.
5 wounds.
Oh, so needed that. So needed that.
Lovely.
You're listening to Power Stance Gaming Podcast. And now, this.
because the majority of you made it onto the wing, it hasn't alerted anyone on board the plane.
What, two massive lawmasters jumping onto like a Mike
They
locking
put
onto
down-
Hercules.
They put down turbulence
Yeah,
because they
good.
are flying through like
Yeah.
low-level city. But if three lawmasters sort of bounced off the side of the aircraft, that might alert them.
I'm on the windscreen.
Now the wing layout of this aircraft is similar to Hercules in the fact that the wings are sort of run parallel to the top of the aircraft. They don't stick out from the side of the aircraft, so you can walk along to the hatch that's on the top of the fuselage.
What the hell is
You
that?
drawing a penis on the?
With
That's
a
a Hercules.
with a big
Oh, yeah.
smile.
That's a Hercules.
That's what he calls it.
Yeah.
Hercules.
Why has it got a knob though? Like, I don't get
That's the front of the. That's a cockpit.
it. Damn right it is.
Yeah. Not known for my artistic skills, but there you go. That's a Hercules.
That's all right.
So making your way to the hatch is no drama at all. You run along the top of the plane. Actually, I'm going to say you pull yourself up. No drama at all. With the aid of these guys.
I'm
Greaves.
6'1" with blue eyes.
Exactly. The blue eyes
you
help in the
there.
situation. No, this way.
Oh yeah, you would too.
All right. So you make your way to the hatch.
Right.
The hatch is obviously secure. It's going to require a mechanics check to get in.
I was trying to limit the noise. I didn't want the bikes landing and making all that noise, so I've hopped off through the air and jumped on. You guys landed and made all that noise.
Yeah, didn't die.
All right. So yeah, the hatch. Getting through it is a mechanics check, or you can try and brute force it as well. It's up to you
All
guys.
right, mechanics. I got 2 green.
However,
Two.
before we proceed, now that you're on the plane, a countdown clock has begun.
Oh, there's always a death clock. Do you know what I mean? There's always a death clock.
I didn't know
Essentially,
this was a mantic game.
every check you make, one threat will automatically go to the countdown clock if you roll a threat. And that represents you guys losing time. When the clock reaches a threshold of 4, it's a point of no return. When it reaches 6, it's a point of no return. And when it hits 8, it's a point of no return, meaning you can't reduce it past that number. When it gets to 4, due to the plane's diminishing fuel supply, there is no time to divert the plane totally out of Mega City 1. You can divert it to more the outskirts, low populated. Well, I say low population. They're not really. They're the poor and disadvantaged areas of Mega City 1. Yeah,
Perps.
you can guide it somewhere.
Whereas
There's still,
ATEX have always wanted to fly a plane.
there's still going to be casualties. If you hit 6, it's pretty much the same. You can't completely divert out of Mega City 1. In fact, you have to ditch the plane in a more populated area of Mega City 1. In the more suburbs, where there's more everyday upstanding citizens living. There will be deaths, thousands of them, but it's still better than heart of the city. When it gets to threshold point 8, the plane can only ever be diverted into the heart of Mega City 1.
Oh, what?
You can still divert it if you gain control of the plane from hitting the cloning facility. It will, best case scenario, be crashed into the city somewhere. So don't get to 8 on the death clock, because that's bad for your careers. And that's going to trigger his PTSD. Something.
Yeah, I might
chronic.
feel that. I might need some more meds.
Take one strain. All right.
Get you right in the fields.
So, we need a death clock counter. And we're going to use a D12. Actually, it's really hard to see. A D8. Because 8's the worst you can get to. Now, it's currently at 0. Now, you can also spend advantages or triumphs over your check to reduce the death clock.
Oh, sweet.
And that's for you making up for lost time.
Yep.
However, it is harder to make up for lost time than it is losing time.
Oh, what?
So you require, if you wish, if you spend 3 advantages or a triumph from your check, you can decrease the clock once. So a triumph can reduce it twice, 3 advantages can reduce it once. But just sacrificing those advantages or triumphs. And that represents, as I say, make up for that lost time in some narrative fashion. Killing guys more efficiently, doing something in a more appropriate manner.
Yep.
The hatch. Mechanics, brute force, break it in.
I've got
to you guys.
2 yellows and a green for my mechanics check.
Sure.
What about you?
I'm not good at mechanics.
Mechanics. I got 2 green.
All right. So I'll try a mechanics check on the door then.
Sure, makes sense.
Let's do it.
The
Is there
difficulty,
any difficulty to this?
it's just average mechanics check. However, do you have a setback because you are on the back of a plane going about 300 kilometers an hour?
Doesn't phase me. Oh yeah, what about brute force?
Would you like to upgrade?
No.
Yep.
I love it. I like that. We like fries with that. I like your style.
Generally works.
What's your strength or your brute force? Dudes?
Will that be brawn?
Brawn, yeah.
What, is it
Athletics is the skill.
Oh,
you
athletics.
use.
Yeah.
Athletics?
Oh, right.
No,
Well,
you've already said you've done this. Let's
Oh,
go with
okay.
it.
If you go the athletics approach, brute forcing it, it's going to alert the fuck out of anyone that's in that plane.
All right.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Here we go.
All right.
Oh, look at that.
That's a pass, isn't it? There's 2 haircuts. Oh, it's not. That's a explosion.
That's a success.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
that's
that's a
fine.
success.
And that's
Fine.
a success as well. So you got 2 successes there.
Yep.
And a triumph. So the advantages are cancelled out by... So they're gone. So if you succeed triumphantly with an advantage.
Boom, boys. That's how it's
So
done.
how would you like
hat
to spend that, how would you like to spend that advantage? To recover some strain, add a boost dice to the next active roll.
Oh, I think we've
Player's
got...
roll?
Yeah, we need to boost some stuff, don't we? But I think we're going to bust the door in and then stealthily sneak in. I think that's probably...
Sure.
Yep.
Love it.
We did. Well, that was a mechanic. That was mechanics. You just did, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Sweet.
Yep.
So you sneak into the plane of that triumph. You unlatch the thing
Yep.
with expert precision.
Not bust the door in.
And you drop down into the cargo area of the plane. You do it smoothly and quietly. You pull the hatch closed. You keep it open just enough and close it just in time, so there's no real interruption to the
Aerodynamics. Of the
air.
plane.
In essence, so no one can hear the rush of air. If they do hear it, they just put it down to general aircraft noise.
Such noobs, aren't
It's
they?
an old plane too.
I mean, it's such
Exactly.
noobs.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not pressurized either. If it was pressurized, then
You'd
different
know.
story. Right, so you all land down into the cargo area, as I said. The area is packed from floor to ceiling, from one end to the other, with barrels. Variety of barrels, obviously from all different sorts of toxic waste sites. Some are corrosive, some are like decaying and stuff's leaking out of it in a very comic book-esque style. Some drums are fresh, some aren't. It's just an assortment of whatever these guys can quite clearly get their hands on. You immediately all start feeling ill breathing this air.
Got to move.
Respirators might be an option here.
Oh, we got them.
Yeah, you got respirators.
It's going to cost you a story point to pull respirators out of your utility belts.
Yeah, it's definitely worth it though. We're in a
We've only got 1 story point left. However, I will say for one, you each have a respirator.
Nice.
Okay.
Yeah.
You whip them out, chuck them on before you can breathe too much of these toxic gases. However, there is radiation in here. So that
It's just all joy, isn't it? Do you know
it's
what I
not,
mean?
it is you are inside of a dirty bomb, so it's not good. So there is a chance of radiation poisoning as well. So keep that in mind because the rebreathers don't do anything to help that. All
Cool.
right,
This will lead nicely into our Fallout game.
it would. This is how to go.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Okay, you see from your stealthy positions where you've landed quietly, stationed all around the area. You see them walking in and out of the barrels. More of these paramilitary types. They're
mode.
wearing rebreathers as well, and some of them have like lead armor strapped to various locations. A lot of them have what they call a egg basket wrapped around their nuts to try and save them from the radiation.
Okay.
They haven't noticed you guys. You guys are totally have control of the situation right now.
Stealth. Take them out. Get the kit. Move on.
All right. Just so you know, towards the cockpit where you guys have to head, there is the cargo bay is sectioned off. There is going to be a locked door.
So you need access. So one of them will have it.
Chances are.
So take them out. Take the kit. Search them. Move on.
Yep. Off you go, boys.
All right, let's go.
All right. So these guys are essentially another goon squad. So you have to deal with them appropriately.
I want to throw one off the plane.
What Bullock's going to do is he's going to move away slightly from the other judges, give himself a bit of space. He's going to
Fanning out.
he's going to pick up a lid of a barrel or something and drop it
And have
make
a
a bit of
sniff.
noise.
Okay.
Have a
Hoping to
sniff.
ambush a guard as he comes around the corner.
Lovely. Cool. Go for it.
Bollocks over there having a bit of a sniff of the lid.
These guys are of average difficulty. You are using your wits to outsmart them, so the average drops to easy, so 1 purple. You guys do have the advantage of being stealthed up right now.
Oh, yes.
In fact, I'll give you. It's up
Two.
to you. You can either take a boost dice or an upgrade. Nice.
Oh, okay.
I'll take the upgrade.
All right, because you guys have no story points left, I'll flip one. Essentially, these guys that are on patrol. Actually, no, better idea than that. The lid of the barrel you take off.
Yeah.
You look at your hands, and there's like a very, very horrible Icarus substance eating through your tips of your fingers,
Nice.
of the gloves.
Yeah.
Fucking
Yeah.
So
bollocks
don't roll
again.
a spare.
Okay.
If you roll a spare, you're going to take some crit as this substance eats into you.
That's not too bad. You got lots of wounds.
Oh, no despair.
Beautiful.
That's pretty good, actually. That's going to be 2 successes and 4 advantages.
2 successes, 4 advantages. Sweet. So we'll just put these guys down to represent them. So you do 2 damage to their mass as you lure a few in.
Yep.
And knock them out unconscious with the lid. Then any further guys, you quickly dispatch them using your judge training.
Yep, very nice. Very nice. 2 advantages, though. We're going to use this little distraction that I've
Yep.
caused to pass the boost on to the next player, I guess.
I'm going to put one in the container.
That's going to be probably
You won't be able to find him then.
Well, then don't forget there's a heap of guys in here, so you dispatch them in numbers.
Put a heap
So
of them in.
Describe what
I'm-
you're doing in across like
I'm
a more broad
knocking them
sense.
out so they're unconscious and then putting them in the drum.
Hide
So-
them with the drums. Love it. All right.
But taking the lead armor off first of all.
Yeah, so I don't burn my hands.
Yep.
Yeah.
And also we can use the lead
Because
armor.
we've got to hide them so the other guys don't stumble on them.
Love it.
Yep.
All right. So what check would you like to use here? Stealth?
I'm going to go. I think
Brawl?
stealth will be the one.
Okay.
It's only 2 green though. It's only 2.
Your brawl's got to be good.
Brawn. What
Top right.
top
brawl.
right, brawl. Yeah, I'll go brawl.
Just so you're trying to be quiet
But
about
that'll
this?
make noise though. But...
Well, you can be quiet with it. It's just going to set back to your check.
All right. Well, I'm going to go quiet with the brawl.
Yep.
And yeah, that'll do.
Awesome. Go for it.
All right. So yellow, 2 green, and what was the other one you said? Setback, a black one.
One step back as you are being quiet.
Okay.
The,
So I've got a
the
boost.
difficulty.
Did you
Yes.
give me-
Yes.
Yep.
The difficulty is going to be 1 purple.
And 1 purple. Oh god damn it! All right. So that's cool. Which one's that one get rid of again?
That gets rid of the
1
haircuts.
success.
That's a threat. Threat gets rid of the haircut.
Gets rid of the haircut. Oh, okay. So what's that? A success, 2 successes and 2 advantages.
Nice. So you dispatch a handful of these guys with your usual precision.
How many do I get to put in the drums?
How many would you like to put in the drums?
All of them.
All right, I want to say you put in total. You jam 5 into the barrel.
That is so cool.
His legs sticking
That
up.
is
You
brilliant.
push it in.
Yeah.
And I'm keeping their ears.
For my necklace. That is awesome.
Beautiful. Okay. No threats rolled so far. You're doing well. You're doing this quickly and efficiently.
Here we go. Come on,
Now
apples.
Judge Apples.
Judge Apples, what are you doing?
Well, I was thinking about trying to get some information from these nasty drums to try and understand the chemical composition.
Yes, I will tell you right now, there is no pattern to these drums.
Damn it.
It's a collection of shit dragged from everywhere, from years ago, before the wars, after the war, you name it.
And we've searched the ones before. We've put them in the drums, etc. Have we found anything yet?
In the drums,
No, on the persons.
that would probably require some advantages to be spent.
How many advantages do I just have? 2?
2.
I'll take 1 advantage for that. Use 1 advantage.
For 2 to find.
Oh, I think it's worth it.
Do
Yeah, it
both,
is.
yeah.
Yeah, I'll use it. Yeah.
Yep. So as you're jamming a guy into the barrel, his pass falls out of his pocket and lands at your feet.
Boom.
Nice one.
All right.
Lovely.
How many bad guys are left?
The mass of this group is 4.
Yep.
Because of the nature of how this plane's loaded out, you can't actually keep a head count of who's left. You can hear footfalls walking around. You would guess maybe half a dozen.
Okay. You're
Yeah,
up,
right.
apples.
So, hang on, a pass fell out, yeah?
Pass fell out at his feet
So is that like a pass to get into the cockpit?
Yeah.
for the key
For the
key
that
card.
The
gate
key
that
card,
said-
yes,
yeah.
sweet. And
You gauged it probably is in the cockpit immediately because of the length of the plane and where you are. You'd say
this is
there's probably,
the next...
there's probably another antechamber essentially.
yeah, all right, okay.
Is antechamber the right word to use there?
Yeah, works.
It works. It's you know what I mean.
And you've got it, you've got the pass
I've
card.
got it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right, okay.
Yeah.
So,
Annex. I think it's annex. I don't know.
Let's call it a gallery.
Yeah.
Just because.
nice. Any ideas how to take out the other
Mezzanine.
goons?
Dude,
Well, use your. You look pretty stealthy, aren't you?
I'm pretty.
What's your stealth?
well, you
Sounds
could,
good.
Well,
Yeah.
you could, for example, reach into your utility belt, screw on the silencer, and take out these guys one at a time with your pistol.
You did really good. You did all right at the. Was it the
I'm a good shooter. I've got some chili left.
the
I'm thinking,
playhouse?
what about like another chili cloud?
I'm fairly certain you've got no chili
You're
left.
out of chili.
You're out of chili.
what?
It was mild.
I'm sure there was more left
It was
in that
mild.
belt.
Remember?
Let's just take a vote on that. Any chili left?
No chili
No
left.
chili.
No chili,
on.
woman.
Besides screaming guys without chili in their eyes, probably isn't very quiet.
Yeah, all right. I'm going to go for. What do you say?
You could reach in as a
Oh, yes.
Utility,
Silencer.
silencer,
Silencer.
stealth
Done.
mode. Boom.
That's it.
Screw on the silencer on your pistol.
Yep, let's do it.
Sweet.
Short range shot.
Yeah, these guys, because you're using your wits, it's going to be one purple.
One purple. Yep. Sweet. All right. What's the any other setbacks there?
No, I think you're good.
That's it.
Yeah.
All right. Nice.
But you know what? 'Cause you need some of these.
Yes.
If you roll to spare, so purple becomes...
Surely that's two of those white dice, not just
No,
for
it's
that.
not. That's the one.
What?
If you roll to spare,
Yep.
you are spotted.
Oh no. All right. Here we go. Oh, no despair. All right. Okay. So what's that?
That
That's
is
all good.
a
That's
success.
Yeah. Because
How
that
many threat did you get?
none. Because they cancel out the haircut
Two
stuff,
threat
right?
there, that's cancelled out. So you succeed with one advantage.
Get in,
With
boys.
1, 2, 3 successes. Very nice.
Yep.
You kill
Double tap the head.
5 guys.
Easy. You know what I mean?
But did you put him in a barrel?
Didn't need to. You know what I mean?
Did
Don't
you
need to.
destroy your fingertips while you did it?
Well, unfortunately, you didn't destroy your fingertips. You dropped the. You slammed them in the head quick enough for any damage.
Oh, yeah, that's
occurred.
good. Yeah.
I look
Now-
good whilst doing it.
Now,
Flick
these
my
guys
hair.
are very thinned out. You still catch the occasional sight of one here and there. You hear them walking around, talking and discussing. But you think most of that remain now are up near the door where you guys have to go. Mm-hmm. So you quickly get rid of them or try and slip by. Slipping by is essentially the same effect. You manage to slip by and roll enough successes, you'll kill the group by ignoring the group.
Cool.
Yeah, let's try that then.
But then I get put in a barrel.
Or you can barrel them up again. It's up to you. Do it. That was just a suggestion. So you go nuts.
stealth
you go.
mode.
Off you go, big fella.
Yeah.
All right. You guys like the stealth mode. Let's
It's
go
working
stealth
for us
mode.
so far, yeah.
All right. Every time have we ever been able to sneak
Well, let's do a group check, I reckon.
Yeah, you can do a group check.
a group check?
Yeah. Yeah, so we just make one roll.
Make one roll.
All
With
right.
boost dice from each assisting player.
Yeah. So
Okay.
we get our stealthiest player to lead the way.
That would be.
Yep, and we add boost dice to it.
Yeah,
Yep, that works.
Okay.
All right. I've got four greens for
Yeah,
stealth.
you're way ahead of us.
Yep.
I think we're 2, right? Yep.
Okay,
We're 2. Yeah.
What are the bad dice I'm adding to my four greens?
It's going to be 1 purple. But because you guys are lacking points, purple goes to a red.
Yeah, that's the only reason. He says with a giant smile. on his face. And 2 boosts because we're helping you
And
out.
2 boosts for the help.
2 blues. 2 blues.
Oh, nice. Cheers, fellas.
You're welcome.
Don't cock it up.
Oh, look at that roll. Should have made this hard for you.
Smashed it. Let's get in.
Yep. You smash indeed with 1, 2, 3, 4 advantages. So together, you guys work quite efficiently.
We're a good team.
Yeah.
Wow, look at
With
that.
me leading, just saying.
So you reach the door as you sneak forwards. Happy to see you guys break some necks as you do it, and you dispatch the rest of the guys who are in here.
Barrels?
You can barrel them up as well. That's no drama.
Yes.
There's no immediate sound in here anymore. Usually the sound of the aircraft's engines.
Yeah, it's noisy.
the
It's
roar-
an old
Oh,
plane,
it
right?
absolutely is.
Yeah.
The roar of the wind rushing outside.
Look at it.
I didn't hear
And
motorbikes.
occasional Okay. Do you reach the door? Keycard?
Cha-ching. Green light.
Nice. Yeah, all those advantages. What would you like to use of those?
Well, we want to use stealth, don't we? So even though we've opened the door, we're going to sneak in into the shadows. Use those shadows.
Stay low. Stay out of sight.
Assess what's in the compartment.
Mhm.
So what's in the compartment?
Eyes and ears open.
So you slide in the next compartment, and it's sort of much the same. More barrels full of stuff. The barrels in here, though, seem to have more radiation stickers on them.
Nice.
Hang on, we did put on that lead armor, didn't we?
Yeah, armor doesn't help.
We grabbed some egg baskets.
I'll get each of you guys to make a resilience check.
Oh, all right.
Now, with those advantages you got, you could spend them to say you noticed the barrels well before you walked into the room and cop a full blast of the radiation.
That's a good plan.
That's
So,
very solid.
So each of you can have 2 boost dice for those advantages.
Ooh, great. Okay.
What difficulty on this check?
It's going to be difficulty radiation 2 purple. Oh,
Okay.
yeah, no, sorry, 3 purple.
2 or 3?
Ooh, 3 purple.
3 purple
It's-
each.
It's toxic.
I think we're going to cop
You got a yellow.
a bit.
Yeah, for resilience.
All right. Oh, shit.
Shit,
Oh,
yeah.
because you cooped up on all the drugs. Yeah, what's going on? So, 3 purples, all right?
3
With
purples.
2 boosts each. Okay.
How many greens you got?
3.
Look at that.
Nice one. Did you nail it?
Yeah, I nailed it.
On the
With a
boot.
triumph.
Oh, man, I don't think I did very well.
Ooh, that's not looking good.
I think I
Too many
mucked this
Mercedes.
up.
Yep. Oh, balls.
Yeah, okay.
balls it up too.
Yeah, looks like Apples has wandered into the radiation room.
I'm not good. I'm not in a good spot right
You have
now.
one advantage, so you can do something with that. So yeah, you Apples, you sort of blindly walk into the next room, not expecting the blast of radiation. You can taste metal, and you can feel your skin cooking. Lower your wound threshold by 1.
Oh, okay. Whew. That's right. I can take it. I'm a tough chick.
No, your threshold's lowered. So whatever your threshold is, so your wound threshold's 12, it'll
Yep.
drop to 11. So it means if you go over 11 wounds, you'll go unconscious. So your ceiling has reduced and how much damage you can take.
Oh, okay. So I've gone the opposite way.
Yep. So
So 7. So I'm 5.
no. Your ceiling, your wounds stay the same.
Yep.
Whatever
Just
you had
change
before.
your
So
top
you'll be on
number.
6 still. Your top number changes.
Oh, right. Okay. Gotcha. Yep. Okay. 6.
So, yep, perfect.
Okay.
Done.
Did you have an advantage left over?
What's
Or
that
did you
one?
do that?
Bloody hell.
It's bad. I know
Cover
it's
some
bad.
strain.
Yeah. Reduce strain. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's easy.
Yeah, but that gets taken out. Yeah.
Success?
All right. So I actually got a success.
Yeah.
I actually didn't think I did. All right.
Oh.
So success, but 4 threat.
Okay. You, as you go in, Greaves, you immediately, before you enter too deeply
Yep.
into the contaminated room, you reel back from the radiation. Take 2 strain.
Take 2 strain. All right.
And add a setback to your next check.
Oh,
'cause
wait
you're-
up. My strain just adds. It's not like the wounds, right?
No, it adds up just like wounds.
Oh, it does.
Yep.
Oh, crap. So I take away the soak, right?
No, there's no soak in this. It's
Oh,
just
that's
straight
what
up.
I mean. Okay,
Yeah.
so that's cool. Okay.
Correct. All right. And also, you are nauseated. To your next check, add a setback dice.
Okay, so I'll keep that there.
Yeah, correct.
Okay.
Cool. Well, I passed with 4 advantages and a triumph.
You certainly did.
So I'm a 1 resilient mofo.
You are. You are
Yeah, but
indeed.
you're used to all the chemicals.
Well, that's the thing. I reckon with all the chemicals pumping through my blood, I might have a
You've got
bit
it,
of
you've got
anti-radiation immunity.
Sweet.
What I'm thinking with the triumph, though,
Yep.
is that perhaps the goons, the goons in here, I'm thinking maybe they've been in this high radiation environment too long and they're all slumped over and feeling pretty sick as well.
Well, that's actually a good point. Indeed, upon seeing that, you see goons slumped across all over the place.
Yeah.
In fact, you see one laying at your feet.
Yeah.
In his hands
Searching.
is a computer device.
Oh.
Nice. So I scoop that up and pass it on to Apples.
Apples. Sorted out.
Cheers, boys. On to brains of the operation.
Okay.
How's your stats looking?
Not great. All right. So,
You look at the computer.
yep, do the beep, boop, beep, boop, beep.
Okay. The computer is it is encrypted. It is locked out.
What bloody iPads, man?
It's going to be a 4 purple check to bypass encryption.
Oh, that's a lot, Mike.
It's not
I
good.
don't like that at all. Against my
You
computer.
don't have to. You can just discard it. Because remember, if you roll threat, it buys into
So
the
my
death clock.
computer's, well, we said we'd do it, wouldn't we?
Go for it.
So, and how about we flick one of those bad boys?
Yep.
For a boost.
Boost or an upgrade, it's up to you.
An upgrade.
So
Yeah.
green goes to yellow.
Oh.
Green goes the ally.
That's bad.
Because I actually recognize the manufacturer of this computer.
Perfect.
I know it from back in the day when I was a little girl. Whenever mum and dad used to go out working and leave me with the computer all day, that was a form of daycare. It wasn't great. I'm just saying.
Explains a lot, though.
It does. Wait, we talk about Gregory's character.
Oh, shit.
That's a fail.
That's a fail, though.
Fucking hell. That's a triumphant fail.
All right, so
It's not just a triumphant, it's a double triumphant 4th threat fail. It doesn't get any better for the GM than this. Let
All
me
right.
tell you right now.
you pick up this device. It's heavily radiated. Take 2 strain,
What'd you do? Lick it?
and you are nauseated. So your next check's have a setback dice added to it.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
The double triumph? Well, yeah, double
Double
triumph.
triumph.
They're gone, aren't they?
No, they're not gone.
No?
They're still there. Ah, Jesus. So you All right. One of the triumphs, I have a suggestion. I'm going to throw it your way.
Yeah.
You can't access this device, but you know what it's for. It looks like it's the boot up control system to a load lifting droid.
Ooh. Right.
And you quickly spin it around your hands, and you can tell this thing has been brute force hacked at some point. There's panels missing, someone's obviously pried coverings off, and etc. Now, for the other triumph, I have another suggestion.
Yeah, go for it.
This whole room has a security security system set up. If there is anyone walking through without the appropriate identification chips, a security system will be triggered of some variety. You realize this because when you're looking at the device and you look around the room, you can see up in the corners of the bulkhead in the framework little hundreds of these little black devices which have the room filled with sensors.
Bloody Hercules. Come along a
Assuming
bit.
already picked up then.
Well, Apples, what do we do?
Yeah, apples. The brains of the.
You say you're not a quota higher, then
Well,
prove it.
did you not, if you've been paying attention, did you not see that the dudes have got little ID
wait.
badges?
I just realized something.
Oh.
Recover a point of strain, recover a point of strain.
Yes.
Death clock goes up to 2.
Oh, what bloody death clock. Yeah, did you not see, like, on the dudes, they've got little ID badges? We just grab them. We're sweet. All of a sudden, we're the bad guys. The security system can't pick us up. Done.
That's why he's the brains.
Boom.
Clearly. Let's see if this
Lucky
works or not.
the brawn had taken them out.
She is the brains.
All right.
Grab them. Right. I
Right.
grab the badges, flick them to you. Done.
Right.
We're sweet.
So where are the badges from?
The bad guys.
The ones that are
the ones
slumped
that are on
over.
the barrels.
The ones that are slumped
No,
over.
because they want slumped over. They're
Okay.
The irradiated.
Radiated
dudes.
ones.
All right.
Lying on their feet.
Carefully, not to get radiated. In case
Or-
you-
or-
You have to go-
censored.
to get the badges, you have to go into the radiated room.
Yeah.
Because there's only one guy
Yeah.
at your feet.
Yeah. All
I
right.
guess I'm taking a strain or something. Am I?
If you go into the radiated room, each of you will take 2 more strain.
Right. Let's think outside the box. Have we got time to get back outside?
Well, son, it's at your feet, isn't he? This dude, this bad guy.
There's one guy.
So you grab the badge, and then how much strain have you got?
walk through the radiator.
And then you take basically you fall on the sword, and then throw us the badges.
Well, let's go. I mean, we can create a point of entrance in the cockpit from the exterior, maybe. I don't know.
Could do.
Or maybe we could
Hold your breath.
create a point of exit.
Hey, how good's
In this room
How good's
and,
the droid?
It's a.
Could it pick the? Could we hack it to pick up the
That's what
slumped?
the data pad was for.
Which I boned.
It's basically been hotwired by these cultists, and
Are any of the slumped over? Is there anyone around that's not literally slumped out?
like still alive.
Yeah. For
Yeah,
interrogation.
I would say there's one guy who's still like he's crawled up to the door, and you look down behind you, you see he's like his back's up against.
I'm
the
just
wall.
thinking that if we can get hold of one person that can maybe operate the droid, since you can't do it, they could drag these passes
Actually,
over.
that would be a story point of that dude there. I should suggest. There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're still got to get through this room somehow.
Yeah, I know, but if we
I'm
could-
with you. I think we go outside.
Reckon?
Yeah. Let's do it. Let's go for that cinematic.
Well, I will point out that the radiation goes through the hull.
Yeah, it would. Yeah. It's not a lead plane.
It's no, it'd be a very heavy plane.
Yeah.
So we just got to be quick.
You can
Cartwheels.
see the door to the cockpit on the other side.
It's right there.
It's a good stretch.
We need the passes.
Cartwheels.
Was the door locked? Are we going to get there and go, oh, shit, it's locked?
We've got a pass card.
We could run the droid. If we hack the droid, though, we could go straight. Use the droid to drive straight through the door.
You've still got a high X round in you.
I have.
Lord.
But it's
That'll blow the front of
it's
the
a
plane off.
fucking plane.
All right, well, jeez. I thought we were meant to take care of this plane, not every idea that I put out there, but whatever.
Options, mate. Options.
Yeah.
Well, I'll throw some ideas out there.
Mm.
You could either just suck it up and walk through the radiation, get to the cockpit, try and grab some. You got the security pass, so whoever wants to put the security pass on walks through, grabs more for the rest of you to avoid triggering any sort of security system. But that's going to be risky because you're going to be walking through heavy radiation.
The other
Return with
guys,
the
other
parcels.
guys were in there for obviously a period of time.
In fact, the clock's ticking that much so at the moment. That's going to spike to 3.
Sorry.
I'm blaming you for this, bollocks. You're going in.
All right.
You stimmed up anyway.
Apparently, the best course of action is
Straight
a
ahead.
massive dose of radiation.
It's a team effort
Well,
here.
you go on the outside, the radiation will be less. On
Yeah.
the roof. If you crawl across the roof, you're in no danger of crawling across a plane's roof.
That's a whole lot of skill checks though to get up on the roof, though, isn't it?
Getting onto the roof is easy.
I think we do it because I've got
All
an idea.
right, let's
I've got
do
a plan.
it. On the roof,
Let's do it.
climb our way down, and then shoot back down into the cockpit with the high explosive round and jump through it.
Maybe not with the high explosive round, but that's.
Or whatever the armor piercing sort of round.
It's
is
a work in
about.
progress.
All right.
Okay.
There could be another. Entry point. I don't
Let's
know
do
yet.
it.
There could be.
Sweet.
So
Yeah.
let's go through back up, because the radiation's less.
Cool.
Yeah.
All
And
right.
Bollocks is having a cry.
So
Worried about me huevos.
So what do we need?
you each backtrack
You got a ball.
the way you come
right?
and go up the hatch for the roof again.
Yep.
All right. So you're back on top of the plane. Mega City 1 is roaring past. The plane is flying just above most of the buildings and having to actually tilt and weave to get through some.
Oh, here we go. Skill check's coming.
It's going to be a resilience check to get from where you are to the cockpit whilst going over the heavily
Yours is
radiated
alright.
throat of the aircraft.
I'm going back down into the plane.
I'll lead the way.
Now, the resilience check is going to be much less because you are sort of further away from it and you are somewhat protected by the hull of the aircraft. So it's only going to be 2 purple this time around.
Oh, I'm really bad at resilience checks.
However, because the plane is flying, tilting to go through various buildings in the turbulence, you can add a setback.
Oh, gross.
All right, so
So
I
a terrible roll.
have 5 success and 2 threats
Ooh, okay.
on that roll.
The death clock ticks up to 4.
So we're halfway there to annihilation.
I haven't rolled yet.
So you succeeded though.
Succeeded.
So you crawl your way. You
purple.
move painfully slow across
Yep.
the fuselage of the plane, having almost go on your hands and knees at some point to resist, like crawl across like you're climbing a wall.
Yeah.
Because of the wind resistance you're facing. You feel the burn of the radiation on your stomach. You're lucky. You're thankful for the egg basket
Egg
you're
baskets,
wearing.
yep.
You reach above the cockpit and you pass through the radiated zone, but it has taken time.
Clearly.
You rolled yet?
No, I'm waiting for you.
How much threat did you get? Total?
2.
2. So take point strain from the cooking of the radiation.
Well, that's not bad.
That's great. What are you talking
That's
about?
really good, right?
That's just
Nailed
3
it.
successes.
Death clock ticks up.
Oh, I got those though.
Yeah, and you cancel them out.
Okay. Oh, cool.
Oh, no threat?
No threat.
Oh, no threat. Sorry.
Oh, sorry,
Oh,
fellas.
shit.
I think I might have just bombed us.
Fucking apples.
4 threats. But I passed.
Yeah,
Full
2
threat.
successes.
Okay, so you crawl painfully
In fact,
slow.
5 threats.
5 threats.
Painfully slow across that radiated zone. At one point, you're making progress, Apples. Then your fingers slip from the plating and you slide back into the radiated zone.
I was thinking, instead of going up to the cockpit, to going back to Lawmaster.
No, you've crawled this far. You slide back into the radiated zone. How many threat did you get? 5. Take 2 strain,
Okay, I can live with that.
and
not
you
over
are
yet.
sickened. So your next check has an automatic setback.
Why me? Bloody
You're cooking in the radiation zone for quite some time there, buddy.
resilience is not my thing. Not my thing. I'm just a skinny chick.
All right.
You know what I
so-
mean?
But you succeeded, though, which is good.
Yeah.
Both of you, all 3 of you, sorry, are now over the top of the cockpit.
Okay.
How you
All right.
doing?
All right,
I got us
what
here.
can we see? Is there any entry points there?
No, there's no.
No,
you have to
nothing.
blast your way in,
You're
essentially.
gonna have to blast away.
Well,
Or-
AP rounds through the windshield.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah, but then if we hit anyone, the thing crashes.
Well, we just got to get in there quick, don't
Well,
we?
one of you guys are piloting, don't you?
He's a pilot.
I can pilot a little bit.
I've got 4 greens for piloting.
Well, you got rank in piloting?
Yeah, I got a rank in pilot.
You guys potentially do a combined skill check. And
Yeah.
roll 3 green and 1 yellow to
Yeah.
pilot the plane. So co-pilot and pilot.
All right, let's do it. Make it quick and fast.
Mm-hmm.
Boom, boom.
All right. So you're going through the front canopy or just blasting away through the bulkhead?
Well, I reckon we do it cinematic style.
Nice.
Flip a story point.
Yep. Love it.
We clip our climbing gear on
Uh-huh.
to some hooks at
Yep.
the top of the plane,
Yep.
and then with a
Swing
bit of a
on in.
leap, swing on in.
Oh, we're swinging in.
Yep.
Moving forward.
AP rounds through the windshield, shock and awe
All
style.
right.
All right.
I'd say that's going to be a leadership check to coordinate the breaching clear, essentially.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, I've got 2 yellows and a green.
Yeah, you're the boss.
All right. What, anything else?
What do you got in your hand?
Yeah, be an easy one,
I've
wouldn't
already
it?
rolled it. 2 8.
No. Yeah, one purple.
Ooh. Oh, yeah, you smashed it.
All right. Yeah, well, either way.
And that's
still
cancelled. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
So you,
Nailed
as a
it.
grease team, you swing into the windshield, propelled by the oncoming force
Gravity.
of the wind
Fucking gravity.
and the gravity.
We
The
live for
windscreen
this.
shatters. You fire your rounds as you swing on in.
Yep.
You watch the 2 pilots, 2 paramilitary types.
Just disintegrate.
They disintegrate both from your shot and the explosion of inward glass. That kills them pretty much immediately before your shots even do. It's hard to discern both. Both guys are torn into just bloody ribbon.
I wanted
and
to
now
interrogate
paint
them.
the back of the cockpit.
Damn it.
You swing on in
Yep.
and you land.
Go fly the plane, guys.
Yep.
Go for it.
Action time.
Let's do
Apples.
it. Let's pull this baby and just get out of
Yeah.
here.
So Bullock obviously knows a little bit about piloting. He's sat in a cockpit before. He's handled a joystick or 2.
So is apples.
So he'll just
She's pretty
jump
handy.
straight into the pilot seat, grab the yoke,
Yep.
and attempt to reef it up
So
while
um,
shouting at Apples to get on the other stick.
And actually help for once.
yeah, do
Give it a good
something
yank.
useful.
Okay.
Give that stick a good
love it.
yank.
Okay, don't forget you're radiated. So step back to your next check.
Oh, bloody apples again.
All right. So who wants to make this roll?
I'm
Is
making it.
It's a combined check, I assume.
A combined check, yeah.
All right. So
Bullock's going to go for it.
I'm going to grab
no.
some food out of the...
now you can assist by adding a boost dice.
By
Oh,
some
yeah.
encouraging language.
You check the fuel, and you realise, indeed, because of the point of no return,
Yep.
that the plane is going to be hitting Mega City somewhere in the outskirts. It's the best you can do.
Guess we're going for the slums, are we? Is there any water area?
No.
No.
It's the cursed earth.
Is it? Okay.
Water
Well, guess we're
in
heading...
Mega City.
Fuck. Okay, going for the slums then?
Yeah. Outskirts is the best you can reach.
Oh, we can make it. Okay,
Yeah.
right. Okay. Outskirts it is.
It's minimised losses,
Yep.
but still a lot of losses.
Yep.
It's just not as much as a populated, dense city would be.
All right. Is there any really bad football teams over there that I don't like? So I
I'd
can
say
pick
for the
which
story
one?
point, but the only football teams over there are the ones you really love.
Oh, no.
Damn it. We were in the finals too.
Heading straight for the SCG, boys.
The Swans. No.
Awesome.
And it's
All right.
free pie day.
Oh, buddy.
So, wrestling control of this plane. It's going to be a little case of that's dealt with. All right. Perfect. So it's just going to be
2 successes.
2 difficulty.
Yep.
2 purple.
2 purples.
Off you go, big lad. Roll her up.
A lot of black.
Now the black from the radiation, of course.
Yeah.
You've been rolling hot.
All right. Here we go.
Let's do
All
it.
right. So if you succeed at this, you manage to divert the plane
This
to
is
the
it.
outskirts. If you fail, you still manage to divert the plane from hitting the cloning facility. However, it's going to impact in the heart of Mega City 1.
All right. That is 3 fails
And 3 successes.
and 3 successes.
4
4 successes.
Yes, did it.
Yes.
Did it. And haircut counts as the
And
threat out.
no threat or advantage. So pass by 1
scraped
success.
it in.
Yes.
All right,
Sneaky
you
mofo.
grab that yoke, you wrench it to the best coordinates.
You know what it was though? It was Greaves checking the fuel gauge.
It was.
That got us over the line. Well done. Well done, Sarge.
Well done, Sarge.
All right, the
Good
plane,
work, team.
The plane is now heading in basically a straight line to the outskirts. It'll run out of fuel eventually before it gets there, and then it will crash into it.
All right, we need to get out.
But we don't need to pilot
You don't.
it there.
You can literally set it to autopilot.
You need to get those medals.
Yeah, that's it. There'll probably be some reward for this.
Yeah.
Bullock imagines. That's the whole reason.
It better be.
Promotion, I'm thinking.
Yeah, I bet you are.
Lieutenant Apples.
So
Who's pissed me off on this mission?
Shall we exfil?
Yep, let's go.
Real
Dodge.
quick.
well, maybe there's some chutes in the cockpit.
I think we need to search.
Surely, could we not use the lawmasters and like fly
Greaves
out,
has been while Greaves is checking the fuel. I've been looking around, looking for food actually, but I stumbled across some chutes to get out.
Perfect. They're obviously there for the flight crew.
Yeah, because pilots usually have them with them.
In fact,
So-
there is actually chutes built into the side, each like left and right of the cockpit, where people can open the hatch and slide out and leave the plane.
Boom.
Love it.
Love it. Let's do it.
And a half-eaten Subway. Sorted.
Love it. All right, so you guys wrench open these hatches.
Yep.
You slide into the chutes. It takes you basically through the underbelly of the aircraft and fires you at the back. So it doesn't fling you through any props or anything like that because that'd be disastrous. And you're free falling through the sky down to Mega City 1.
Have we got anything else we need to?
Yeah, pull the cord.
Pull the cords
No, I got that. I was just making sure everything else is all right.
and you float down
Yes.
and land hard in the middle of one of the
Shitty
busy
neighborhoods.
build-up areas of Mega City 1. Your chutes slowly float down and cover the area that you're in, and there's onlookers everywhere. It's amazed why there's 3 judges, floated down from the heavens. And you are powerless to do anything but to watch that plane sail off into the horizon, knowing that it's going to miss the cloning facility, which is ultimately the most important factor here, but there will be a cost. And that may weigh in heavily on your careers.
Thankfully, I didn't pilot it.
How you going over there, bollocks?
Yeah, how you going over there, man?
That sounds like a problem for future Bullocks.
And I think at that point, that's a good place to wrap it up.
Yes.
Brilliant.
Well done, lads.
We kind of saved the city.
We did.
Kind of.
We're gonna get gongs for
Just
sure.
just a few hundreds of thousands of people taken out. But
but they'll
Whatever.
plebs, right?
yeah, exactly. Future perps, as I said.
Yep.
Just poor people who can't survive.
Poor people. They've only...
Well, they're dead anyway. Realistically.
All right, big thanks to Mike.
Yeah,
worries, guys.
It was a
Cheers,
great
man.
session.
Brilliant. That was
Cheers.
fantastic, Mike.
Awesome. I had a lot of fun running it. We should
I just-
definitely do it again.
I've missed narrative dice so much.
Oh, it's good fun.
It's after playing Infinity, which was just so crunchy. This just feels so natural.
It's good to come home
Yeah.
to it, I think.
Yeah.
And for those listening at home, I think I mentioned a couple of times, we used a lot of this. We used the Genesis rule set, but with a lot of house rules to make it more streamlined and more flowing, more or less.
Yeah.
So if you picked up this rule book for yourself and played it, you'll notice a lot of differences, which is fine when you gather around a table and time isn't a problem. But when you want to tell a punchy story in a short period of time, you want to condense as much as you can. And I think we did that in 3 hours.
Yeah, under 3 hours, yeah.
Perfect. So if we did that module using all the 4 rules, I think that'd easily take 2 or maybe even 3 sessions to do.
Yeah,
Really?
You could do a whole session just on the plane.
You could, yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. Like,
Wow.
being able to dispatch those guys quickly and whatnot was really, really good.
But we were pretty efficient.
Judges, man.
Yeah, we don't.
we do.
We didn't play. We
I
didn't
do.
play.
I do love this map, like the
The zone
concept, the
system?
abstracted.
Yeah, it's great. It's
map.
it's a true godsend in any form of Genesis you play, because Genesis is a theater of the mind game, but it's so much easier when you can just chuck a few things down and have a point of reference.
Yeah,
to where
exactly
things are.
right. Yeah.
And it isn't a map like a D&D map where you count the grids. It's just this area is this location, this area is that location, and it's up to the players and the GM to describe what's in that location.
Yep.
Like one location could be an entire building, depending on what scale you wanted to set it on. So
Yep.
it's nice and diverse, which is really good.
No, it's fantastic. Thanks very much. And what we got here, you want to do a couple of plugs?
Oh yeah, if you're interested in learning more about Genesis, you can find more information about it on my other podcast, well, my only podcast that I do, which is the Dice Pool. You'll find us on Spotify, and the Google machine is the easiest way as well.
Yeah.
We talk all about Genesis, how to best run it, and all the fun stuff,
And the live players,
and the live players.
which is kind of pales in comparison with the 3 novice role players compared to you
I
guys.
know,
but-
man. Well, I've had just as much fun as I did any other time playing this one. So
Oh shucks, we'll get you back soon for
Yeah.
some more games, I reckon.
Man,
Are you gonna join us in October for the Napoleonic barbecue and big battle?
I wasn't aware of it.
Well, you are now.
You are
Sounds
now.
good to me.
So we'll talk, because that could be a lot of fun, I think.
Sounds good. Also, another good idea. Maybe if the listeners like this, they could suggest another setting that we could role play in.
Love it. Yep.
Yeah.
Like
Ponies.
yeah. And there's another thing. There's a fun thing we do on our podcast every now and then called a setting roulette. And I think you guys would really dig it.
Yeah.
Each person writes 3 things down on a piece of paper.
Yep.
3 interesting things, and everyone chucks into a hat. We go around the table and each of us draw one of those things, and using a combination of those 4 things that are drawn from the hat, I on the fly create a setting for that.
All right.
And it's really, really fun because you can get some crazy, crazy stuff. Like the last one we did was haunted steamboats that drag people to hell to fuel their boilers with the damned.
That's totally right down your alley, though.
Well,
that's
that came purely from random ideas drawn from a hat.
bloody hell.
So
That's fantastic, yeah.
it's really, really good. And I think you guys will really enjoy it. Just fast and furious, and it's really fun to listen to because everyone banters and
Yeah,
comes up with crazy ideas, and you just have a short, fun role-playing session of it. And
Well, it's collaborative. I mean,
it
that's
is.
the
It's
best
amazing.
bit, yeah.
It's so good.
I'm thinking about it's like a Malifaux.
No unicorns, though.
Yeah, it could be demonic unicorns.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, there's literally
They-
once you do it, once you start spitballing ideas and brainstorming, the stuff you come up with is fantastic.
Yeah,
and playing
it would
in that
be.
world you come up with is even more amazing.
They
That's pretty
eat
cool.
your livers to fly.
Alrighty. Well, we might leave it there.
Awesome.
So big thanks once again.
Cheers.
All right,
Boys,
guys.
you got anything you want to add before we ship off?
No, that was magic. Thanks, Mike.
Awesome.
Cool.
Yeah.
We need to let you...
And by the way, I did get promoted at the end of that mission. Thank you very much.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
What
now-
planet are you living
Yeah.
on? Are you
Well, if
serious?
it's Judge Dreadlaw Titan,
I'm pretty sure Bollocks
Yeah.
Bollocks is in a cell for stim use.
I'm just going straight back to the psychotherapist.
And Apple's quit. She just quit.
Are you kidding me? I'm
Yeah.
Chief Judge. What are you
hack
talking
it.
about?
She couldn't hack it, and she's working at a boutique shop.
The fact that she... killed all
No,
of
actually,
the-
I quite like that idea. Yeah, yeah.
And I did get that Subway at the end of the mission. That's good.
Back to the cast, though. We are off for the next couple of weeks while we take
Ooh.
our mid-season break. But we'll be back in July.
Yeah,
Can't
yeah,
remember that
yeah.
off the top of my head, but we'll keep you posted. And we'll have... I think we're doing a review of Strontium Dogs. Straight up.
Oh, that fits in nicely.
Keep the Dread
Yeah.
theme going, or the
there you go.
2018 theme going.
Yep.
So
Wasn't
that'd
even
be
intentional.
Yeah, nice work.
amazing how these things work
No,
out
there you go.
sometimes.
And don't forget the tournaments that are coming up. Off the top of my head, July 21st for the Rumble Slam and August 18th for the Batman tournament.
Mm.
Now I've got
So-
my Joker crew.
Yeah, man. Get painting.
I'm running a 4-man crew.
4.
I'm doing Bat Family.
Yeah, but they're pretty jumpy, acrobat, yada yada.
To the Force,
Yeah.
if all goes well, depending on my roles, I don't deploy a single model.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I
They
can't
all
wait
come
to
in
get
that-
into this game.
Wow.
But it's 4 models.
Yeah.
It's a total meme.
I don't
think a
know
lot of
how
people
that.
like it.
Yeah, when you got to try to hold the objectives and whatnot.
Well, the objectives that I pick try and match those 4 models in terms of like where to grab them and whatnot.
Okay.
And I've also taken each of there's Batwoman and Nightwing. They both have the searcher ability,
Yeah.
which reduce my opponent's strategy pool by 1 for each instance of it. So my opponent loses 2 strategy points,
All right.
which is huge.
Yeah,
'cause
yeah,
a lot
yeah.
of people build their armies around a strategy. If they can't afford those strategies,
Massive.
yeah.
All right.
So it's interesting.
It's a bit of a, so it gives them a negative trait, basically.
It takes away.
Yeah.
So it gives the upper hand a little bit. to
Which
the
a lot of
family.
people obviously are picking those prior. That's part of your list building.
Yeah, well, technically, you shouldn't build strategies until you come to the table.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
these crews, they can alter how much strategy points you have.
Yeah. Is there many crews that do that though, or is it
Not
just?
many. I think it's mostly Batman
Yeah.
crews which do it
Yep.
for a couple of dudes. So that's the angle I'm pushing for it anyway.
All right. I'll see you with Bane.
Exciting
Jono's
times.
the only person who managed to beat Batman so far.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if he's actually has he lost a game?
Jono?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I beat him, but by tournament rules, it was a draw. It was like only 6
Oh,
points
okay.
difference, something like that.
The templates are
Those
horrendous.
templates, it's brutal, man. I
Yeah.
never versed them before. I didn't bother reading them because I don't do that stuff.
Yeah, yeah. You
I
wait. You
learned
see
by-
what
I
it's
learned
like
by
on
doing.
the. Yeah.
Like, let's see what these templates do. Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah. That's pretty much what you do. Go. Oh,
I will now avoid all those templates.
Holy shit.
Yeah. But I've worked
Yeah.
I've worked a way to counter them.
Yep.
Dodge. High dodge characters.
Yeah, but were you doing it with? You were doing it with the Brave and Bold.
Brave and bold.
Yeah, yeah,
If
yeah.
you know dodge, I don't know.
You,
how to
yeah, I
counter it.
didn't have an answer for it.
It's insane how powerful it is.
Mm.
There's 2 blood a hit, and he doesn't have to roll to hit. Just 2 blood.
Yeah, it was pretty dirty.
Yeah.
But,
Jono. So basically, he's purple sunning in Batman.
yeah, but with templates.
Yeah.
But I towered him up in Warmaster, so whatever.
Yeah. Whatever.
Fucking smashed him. And that he had high elves too.
Yes.
Smashed him.
Nice.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
All right.
Job done.
We might leave it there. Thanks for listening. Stay tuned. Let us know how you enjoyed the episode, and we'll catch you in about a month's time.
Thanks for listening to Power Stance Gaming Podcast. Find us on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, Spotify, iTunes, and Podbean. Subscribe and review. You know you love us.